Stelle müsste.
Jetzt müsste ich streamen.
Oh, Pantheon. Warum können wir keine Freunde bleiben?
Interaktives Gameplay hier mit Fiddlesticks im Jungle.
Ah, der hat Corrupting dabei. Ich dachte schon, ich bin krass.
Wenn ich schon mal Renata probiert, Jo.
Nö.
Ich habe sie probiert, die ist ziemlich krass. Super easy zu spielen eigentlich.
Weiter das wohl?
Hier, der Ding war mit der Ramos.
Ramen.
Ich fast überfahren, der junge Mann. Und ist nach unten durchgelaufen, also Richtung Scuttle probably. Aber so low wie ihr seid, wird er euch bestimmt diven, wenn er Brain Cell hat.
Maybe.
Ja, muss eigentlich, ist ja so free.
Ach, come on! Oh, Missklick. Ups.
Mann, Ramos war wieder mit.
Pantheon eigentlich reworked oder bufft?
Wirklich schon ewig hier, aber. Warte.
Ganz alte kenne ich auch noch. Aber der ist ja gerade auch wieder LEC mal gespielt.
Ramos war schon wieder mit.
Botlane.
Upon the wind.
Mache Drake.
Breathlessly. With ease. Upon the wind. An enemy has been slain. Swiftly. Breathlessly. In harmony. Gale winds unleashed. Upon the wind. An ally has been slain.
Ja, du musst das sagen, weil ich selber da reagieren muss. What the fuck?
With ease. Swiftly. Upon the wind.
Oh ja.
With ease. An ally has been slain. Swiftly. Breath. Your turret has been destroyed. Shut down. You have slain an enemy. As you wish. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
I don't know how I get it. But
was ja only AP, ist gar nicht schlecht eigentlich.
I guess I'm just bad on Ramos.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Ramos kommt Mitte.
Upon the wind.
Fate is real.
In harmony. Swiftly. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Ich glaube nicht, dass er da irgendwas killt, oder?
Nö.
Ally has been slain.
Oh,
Rundle. Ah.
das ist auch Spieler.
Enemy is godlike. An ally has been slain. As you wish. Has been slain. Been destroyed.
Ja. Was? Macht.
Der ist härter am Feeden wie ich. How is this possible?
User disconnected from your channel.
In harmony.
Ah! Okay, Ulti.
As you wish.
Halt.
Um den guten Drachen, keine Angst. Oh, wenn der Draven nicht kommt, ist okay.
Oh, dass wir den guten AD-Carry haben. Ah, macht richtig Work, der Jin. Richtig on fire. Ich glaube, der ist kurz davor, seinen Durchbruch zu bekommen. Aber der ist tot. Oh.
Lebt.
Er lebt. Oh, jetzt geht's ab. Boah, das ist die Möglichkeit, ne? Ja, schon fast einen Kill gesehen bei ihm.
Ja, darf nicht zu hart believen. Ne?
Ja.
Oder zu gehittet.
Boah. Dann schauen den Red, wenn du möchtest.
Ne. Brauchen auch dir die Ressourcen unbedingt.
As you wish. Swiftly. Upon the wind. An ally has been slain.
Alter. Schlechtes Zwingvolumen ist.
Shut down.
Jungle, Alter. Und wir sind die Base gechased, ne? Ach, stimmt, Panther, ne? Sogar ein bisschen aufpassen.
I live for the applause. You will die for it.
Recklessly.
Was kaufe ich das Item? Nach F10 ist noch ein gutes Armor-Item.
In harmony.
Oh no. Ah, warum macht der Trundle mein Jungle Camp? Oh, ich get es.
Shut down.
Dann fängt halt einfach an, mein Jungle Camp zu machen. Statt einen Draven zu fighten. Oh.
So schön. Dürfen wir nur zusammen fighten, ohne deine Ult können wir gar nichts machen.
On the wing.
Der Ramos tauntet mir, macht mir 2k Damage. Nicht so fair.
Swiftly.
Auch verdammt wenig Leben, Alter. Nimm mal so, jetzt ist auch so 3k Leben gefühlt, man. Viertel Damage ohne Ult. Einfach nicht vorhanden.
Ja.
Oh! Ja, das ist schon gut.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. Your team has destroyed a turret. Victory!
Was sind das für Gays, Alter? Das so
Keine Ahnung.
Aber ich glaube, das ist seit langem mal eine Runde, wo ich nicht komplett gesagt habe. Ja, so, ey.
Wenn du einen Schildsklave hinter dir gehabt.
Der Heal-Win, der am letzten Tower war gerade. Der hat sich richtig juicy angefühlt, ey.
Als der Heal vorbei war, war gar das Shield da.
Ja, da kann man sich halt auch mal unter den Tower taunten lassen. Das ist schon gar kein Problem.
Ich glaube ja trotzdem, dass der intentional feeded hat.
Hat er auch. Ich glaube, warum es so frustrierend ist. Das ist absolut. Keine Ahnung.
League of Fun ist es. League of
Er
Fun.
fightet sie Level 2, hat noch 100 Leben, keine Pots, geht nicht back und blamet mich. Okay. Weiß aber auch nicht. Question haben. Zyra ist einfach das Game vorbei.
Mhm. Hey, ist es echt? Nee, oder? Was ist los mit Putin, Alter?
Never.
Ach, die haben das Covid-Hospital Image rein gefotoshoppt. Holy shit.
Hopping 3 hours ago.
It's not memes. He calls it memes because it gives him an out. I'm not giving you an out. I came for your head.
Should I debate 2 Man instead of watching MasterChef?
Yes, you should. I'm too mad. I'm literally retarded. He's less retarded than you. And he's banning people in his chat at mass.
Yeah, and he was like, it's the funniest thing ever, like Steven Crowder got owned or whatever. But Hassan would not talk to Too Mad about what they were tweeting about because he was so fucking scared that Too Mad was gonna drag me in or some shit. But yeah, so it's fine. It's like at the end of the day, like
your people are slimy, man.
Yeah, no shit, they are.
So slimy.
That's not even the slimiest part. The funniest part is that these guys are all like open discourse and debate, until they get famous. And then as soon as they get famous, they're like, fuck off. Like the only reason, like one of the big reasons why people like Hassan and Vosh got big is because I was willing to platform them. Because like I like to platform everybody. I'll argue with anybody. But as soon as they start to, and when they're smaller, you know, they're like, oh yeah, we should debate everybody. It's really important, open discourse. But as soon as they get a little bit of clout,
we're completely done engaging with Destiny. This isn't some like pithy back and forth. I've said that before, but we're committing to it this time. In fact, I'm committing to it so hard that from now on, discussion of Destiny is banned both in the Reddit and in the Discord, which should significantly improve the quality of both of those social spaces, by the way. I'm sure that he and his community will throw a fit about this being some sort of cowardice or whatever, but man.
Now if you don't have the same viewership as them or whatever, they don't want to fuck with you.
He was just saying that about on Fresh and Fit, saying that I'm not ducking Fresh and Fit. I just have more clout than them. But when we were on Fresh and Fit, it was 23,000 live. He had 26,000 live. That's the same.
Yeah.
How are you going to try to say that they fell off when they're reaching like the viewers that you have right now?
Yeah, and they've only been streaming for like a year and a half.
Oh. Jungs, wir wollen einfach ein
It's
witziges
annoying when
Game.
it doesn't become
Kniffel
a world
oder
of
so.
free speech and it's
Wir kniffeln jetzt einfach die ganzen Abende. Kniffel Singleplayer gibt's einfach.
Why would you do it?
Kniffel Solo online. 1, 2, 3. Ich hab fast eine Straße.
Geil.
Ich hab eine große Straße.
Ich wollte dich anfixen, Philipp.
Ja.
Ey, ich kann nicht mal. Ich will beenden. Ich habe eine große Straße. Ah. Drei Sechser. Nein, hä? Ich habe daneben geklickt, jetzt habe ich 0 Punkte, weil ich daneben geklickt habe. Scheiß Spiel, Alter. Oh, wollte echt doch ein Game machen, Alter. Das ist ja wahnsinnig.
Ich muss mich daran gewöhnen.
Weißt du was heute, Johannes? Ich hatte 3 Stunden, habe ich einen Fehler gesucht.
Ja.
Und rat mal, welchen Zweitklasse-Fehler ich vergessen habe.
Semikolon.
Nee, 2. Klasse. Zweitklässler können das. Ich kann es nicht.
Klammer zu.
Durch 0 teilen habe ich vergessen zu beachten.
Ne?
Ich denke mir dauernd, warum steht denn in der Datenbank andauernd, ist keine Zahl? Hä? Warum?
Wir haben die Woche teilt, dass es größer als ein Integer war und haben es auf einen Integer geschrieben.
Das war nicht schlecht, aber es
Ja,
fällt
nee,
nicht
multipliziert
so schnell auf,
haben wir.
oder?
Hä?
Das fällt nicht so schnell auf zu.
Doch, das stürzt ganze CPU ab.
Was? Was ist das für ein unsicheres System?
Das ist voll geil. Da weißt du sofort, was Lache ist. You won't continue here.
Vor allem kam es, ich wollte gerade so rausgehen und auf einmal haben die angerufen von der SZ, dass nichts mehr geht und dann musste ich auch noch 2 Stunden da bleiben.
SZ?
Ja, der Kunde.
Achso.
Da habe ich mal gesucht, dann musste ich noch eine halbe Stunde da Scheiße rumprogrammieren, dass sie funktioniert. Und wegen Stadtfest, meine Bahn fährt ja eh schon nicht normal, weil 2 Brücken gesperrt sind und wegen Stadtfest fährt keine Bahn durch die Mitte, ne? Jetzt muss ich legit einen Umweg von einer halben Stunde fahren. Die Welt hasst mich einfach. Einfach nicht fair.
Ich habe kein Datenvolumen mehr, Philipp.
Soll ich dir welches schicken? Hast du Schwur davon? Ich kann das schicken.
Nee, hab ich nicht.
Ja, dann hätte ich dir was geschickt.
Ich habe für 10 Euro 2 Gigabyte jetzt gekauft. Alter. Game
Ja,
hoch 10.
Was hast du für ein Datenvolumen dann? 10, 20?
Was? Jetzt, oder was?
Nee, ein normales.
20. Nino wollte mir keinen Hotspot machen und mein PC hat Windows-Updates über mobile Daten gemacht.
Lüge. Ich frage extra noch. Soll ich das WLAN vom Geschäftshandy anmachen? Nee, das passt schon, das war ich mit meinem eigenen.
Mensch, Nino, jetzt halt mal Hotspot angemacht, ne? Ja, warum habt ihr im Geschäft eigentlich kein WLAN? Oder dürft ihr
Ich hätte vorlaufen müssen, wir haben schon.
vorlaufen müssen? Wahrscheinlich so 10 Meter aus der Halle raus oder so.
Ja, du müsstest
Ja?
nicht mal die Halle verlassen.
Ah, ja, alles, ey.
Er scheint einfach schon verdient. Also, keine Ahnung.
Ja, weißt du, was das Traurige ist? Ich habe halt erst Windows-Updates gemacht, ne? Und danach hat er nochmal gemacht. Nee, das war die andere vor allem. Ah, weißt du gar nicht. Nee, das war die vor allem.
Oh, hier nichts draus. Ich habe jetzt die Rechnung bekommen von, wo ich unten war.
Ja.
Jedes Mal, wo ich aus der Schweiz angerufen worden bin und abgenommen bin, hat es mich 6 Euro gekostet.
Was?
Ja.
Schweiz ist nicht EU.
Nee. Ach, diesen Monat einfach fast 60 Euro Handy gezahlt.
Oh.
Es ist nicht jedes Mal 6 Euro, sondern pro Tag, wo ich das erste Mal angerufen werde aus der Schweiz.
Ja, und wie oft hast du gemacht? 60 Euro nicht so oft, okay.
Ja, 4, 5 Mal, ne? Also 4, 5, 6. Also ich war 7 Tage unten, ich glaube, jeden Tag wurde ich einmal angerufen. So.
Meinst du, hast nicht mehr? Mehr ging nicht.
Wer ging das? Vor allem, ne? Dann bin ich hier oben, habe einen neuen Vertrag, habe ich gemeint, hey, kann man da nicht irgendwas machen? Weil ja, doch kann ich ja diese kriegst du immer, wenn du die Schweiz fährst, kriegst du so ein Angebot. Weißt du, was das Angebot ist?
Nee.
3 Tage für 12,99.
Holy, das ist so scammy, ne?
Ich denke auch so, Digga, muss ich verarschen.
Man könnte ja gastfreundlich oder so sein. Sagst, eine Woche für 12,99. Das wäre ja auch schon.
Das ist alles frech. Alles frech. Witzig ist, ne? Wenn du unten wohnst und zum Beispiel einen Telekom-Vertrag oder einen Vodafone-Vertrag, also die großen, die haben ja Tochtergesellschaften in der Schweiz. Wenn du den Vertrag unten machst, dann kriegst du das
Ja, war klar.
mit dabei. Und wenn du nicht von unten bist, dann musst du richtig viel Geld zahlen. Ne?
Also bei mir ist Schweiz mit drin. Beim Vertrag.
Da hast du ja dann dieses Ding-Roaming mit dazu genommen, oder was?
Ja.
Ja.
Ich hab
Ist Schweiz bei EU-Roaming mit drin?
Nee, das heißt nochmal besonders.
Das ist eine extra Option.
Ich brauche es ja normalerweise nicht. Und es wird wahrscheinlich teurer werden, wenn ich das nehme, anstatt einmal im Jahr 30 Euro zu zahlen.
Ja, Philipp, 60 Euro. Ich bin mir nicht sicher.
30 kostet ja mein Vertrag. Also 25 kostet mein Vertrag oder so.
Okay.
Nee. Also nicht so einfach, ey. Ja, weißt du, ich dachte, dass, weißt du, wenn du jemanden anrufst oder jemanden eine SMS schreibst, ich habe nicht erwartet, dass wenn du eine kriegst oder angerufen wirst, dass du das schon zahlen musst.
Philipp, du bist einfach nicht von unserer Generation. Das merkt man halt einfach. Oder von meinen.
Ich habe doch auch unten gewohnt. Früher war es immer okay, wenn dich jemand angerufen hat.
Nein, das war noch nie okay.
Dann war es okay.
Nein.
Nur wenn du jemanden angerufen hast.
Nein.
Dann hat es sich richtiger gefühlt.
Philipp, nein.
Also bei meinem Handy war das so.
Okay.
Komisch,
Alles klar, warst du wahrscheinlich special, ne?
Mein Vater hat ja immer in der Schweiz gearbeitet. Und der hat immer mich angerufen, weil es mich sonst Geld gekostet hat. Weiß ich bis heute noch.
Okay. Lass es einfach so stehen.
Ich musste den selbst anklingeln, war kostenlos. Du hast ihn mir immer angeklingelt, dann hat er mich zurückgerufen. Kann schon sein, ich war auch mal eine Zeit lang drogenabhängig. Vielleicht war das in der Zeit.
Ich habe aufgehört, nicht zu diskutieren.
Ja.
Habe ich eigentlich keinen Skin? Ist das euer Ernst?
Was ist diese Brand-Scheiße? Die haben so viel Damage, das ist Witz.
Mir ist das egal. Ich chill.
Ja, aber ich muss noch irgendeinen witzigen Mitpick noch finden.
Ja, spiel was AD-mäßiges. Gut.
Was AD-mäßiges?
Oh, so. Yasuo gefällt mir. Yone. Yone.
Ja?
Mhm. Ja, das ist auch gut. Profitiert sehr von Janna, ne?
Also ich sag lieber Yasuo picken soll.
Nee, ich habe das nur so zum Spaß gesagt, ne?
Ja, aber ich muss dieses eine Game muss ich mir jetzt erstmal eine Weile aufbewahren. Führst du.
Ja, das kann ich verstehen. Wir wären auch voll AD gewesen, das ist ein Hacker.
Siehste, habe ich bedacht, ne?
Ich glaube tatsächlich, dass du das gesehen hast.
Wird gegen die Scheiße.
Aber ich muss meine Rune diesmal richtig
Weißt du, wenn du
machen.
mich
Ne?
weiter so fertig machst, Johannes, dann werde ich jetzt so 11 Bar Raucher.
Ich habe dir gerade eben...
Und dann verschmutze ich einfach die Umwelt aufs Grauen.
Ja.
Kennst du das, Nina?
Ja.
Ich glaube, das fangen gerade richtig viele an, ne?
Ja,
Richtig
glaube
tot
ich
und
auch.
verderben.
Mein Shisha-Händler ist echt ziemlich geizig, dass der mir das geschenkt hat.
Ja,
muss
der
wissen,
wollte
dass
dich
die
anfixen.
weil das schmeckt halt legit wie der alte Tabak, dieser ganz mentholhaltige Tabak von früher. Wenn du diese Eisdinger kaufst.
Ja.
Wir sind hier richtig fun in Interactive Lane. Ich buff Sivir und wir machen die Wave weg.
Ja, du hast verstanden. Und du bist trotzdem extrem viel wert, Johannes.
Ja.
Obwohl du nichts gemacht hast, das ganze Game.
Ja. Hey, mein Midgame war tatsächlich nicht schlecht.
Dann siehst du mal. Jetzt noch ein bisschen, jetzt dauert es noch so einen Monat oder so. Dann wirst du merken, er ist den Aufwand auf Jenna eigentlich nicht wert. Und dann kommt die Yumi.
Ja. Oder du merkst, dass die Lulu einfach die bessere Jenna ist.
Ja, oder das?
Da bin ich mir gar nicht so sicher, ne?
Ah, doch. Ich glaube schon.
Ich glaube, eine insane gespielte Jenna ist schon besser in Solo Queue, aber so schon nicht schlecht spielen.
Aber die Gegner müssen halt irgendeinen Gage haben, den du abbrechen kannst.
3 Leute unterm Tower am Leben halten, da brauchen wir schon Skill dafür, ne?
Ja, das Krasse ist halt, wenn du so wie Sivir hast, als Lulu, deine Roams sind halt extrem schlecht und die von Jenna sind halt extrem stark. Du musst halt in Solo Queue ultra viel werden.
Oh,
Das
ich sag, wir
ist
gehen
so
in
Roma. Mach ich.
Sage, wir gehen jetzt in Aiden.
Die haben
Game.
Doppel
Auf Minute
ADC,
1.
ne?
Ja, mein ADC hat gerade so hart geflippt, härter konnte man nicht flippen und mir musste zu nicht invaden.
Ja, ich hab die Sinn. Also.
Ja gut, Draven Nami Lane, da kann man schon mal reinflippen, ne?
Ja, Level 2 vor allem.
Er geht jetzt einfach zu viert richtig männlich rein.
Hab ihn,
LOL!
Hab ihn.
Ja, wir können doch da nicht gehen.
Ihr seid so Lappen, Alter.
Wie? Was hätten wir da? LOL!
Spaß, Alter.
Wir können da nie im Leben gehen.
Für euch Opferskill ich Bubble.
Warum würdest du machen?
Wir haben eine Flash for free gekriegt.
Kein Bock mehr mit euch zu spielen, ohne Spaß. Jetzt kann ich nicht mal Mitte lane, ne? Ist euch bewusst?
Ja, und das wäre besser gewesen, wenn wir einen Kill gekriegt hätten, oder wie?
Ja, dann hätte ich wenigstens so ein gutes Feeling dabei gehabt.
Ah, okay. Also wann fangen wir an, Waves zu crushen? Level 1, oder? Ne, würde ich schon sagen. Ah, Shield, komm.
Also schön auf die erste.
Hier, du shieldest jetzt erst und dann shield ich, ne?
Ich hab kein Schild, ich hab Q.
Du hast Q.
Ah, das ist ein ADC. Geht mehr Tech Damage als ich.
Jetzt heil dich hoch, komm. Damage, jawoll! Gibt kein zweites Shield. Janna ist keine Lulu.
Ja, wird Lulu auch ein zweites Schild.
Deswegen, Lulu ist die bessere Jenna.
Ist eigentlich irgendein Champ, der hat 2 Schilde? Tarik, ne? Tarik, so. Ne, der hat Heal und Schild. Ach, Serafina kann 2 Maschinen.
Gott, ich habe ja jetzt Ding dabei. Ja, richtig annoying, ne? Oh, sie macht den Auto-Attack und ich krieg deswegen den Ding nicht. Okay.
Oh, ich habe gar keine Chance. Die hat Windwall in der Mitte auch noch. Nie, ich brauche Hilfe.
Ja, ich komme gleich.
Für immer.
Wenn ich mein 3. Camp irgendwann mal fertig habe.
Ich glaube, es lohnt sich gar nicht. Ich glaube, wir kriegen die gar nicht so. Muss ich eher Botlane gehen, oder?
Ich
glaube, ich habe keine ADC, um ehrlich zu sein.
Swiftly.
Not even that bad.
Oh no!
Kannst du rauspushen, bitte? Dankeschön. Das ist so schlecht von mir eigentlich, aber ich hätte einfach Bock, sie zu killen. Also jetzt Flash und Ignite raus. Oh, oben?
Hacker top.
Wie stark war der noch?
Full Life, glaub ich.
Ja.
Double Crab, würde ich sagen.
Warum hat meine Sivir so Mana-Probleme?
Ja, Ding gibt doch kein Mana mehr. Ach, ich kann gar nichts machen in der Lane.
Autos einfach zu töten.
Ja, weil sie dumm war.
Oh, ich hasse es mit diese scheiß Crab zu machen, Mann. Dämlich.
Smite, ne?
Ja.
Oh, das Big oben.
Lalalala. Jetzt patte ich ein bisschen hoch, ne? Ich habe wie ein Bobo gespielt, aber das ist okay, weil ich bin nicht Janna.
Oh. Mist! Bin dumm! Ah!
Oh no!
Alles safe. Vielleicht. Weiß man nicht.
Ich habe 3 Autotext gemacht und ich krieg keinen Dingdruck. Das will nicht mehr. Wieso kriege ich keine Luftballons? Oh, doch, das ist einer nicht mehr.
Hacker, ich kann move, wenn du willst. Okay, du willst nicht.
Geh raus, jo.
Level 4, wir one-shot die Wave. Ah, schön! Interactive Gameplay. Philipp, ich roam jetzt, ne?
Ja. Geht immer noch kein Flash. Oh, und die wird voll raus. Oh mein Gott. Janus, wo bist du? Ich brauch dich jetzt.
Ja, ich komm.
Ja, bist du da, bist du wieder irgendwo.
Komm jetzt. Ist Nino hittet jetzt mal eine Q, ne?
Die sieht den, glaube ich.
Ja.
Komm von unten, ne? Das erwartet sie nicht.
Ich habe alles gemisst, ich bin Trash.
Ja,
Aber
schon
ich gewinne es
für sich
trotzdem.
kommen.
Ich bin doch kein Trash, ich bin einfach gut.
Da.
Oh, Hacker ist schon da, Mitte, von oben.
Mein Bestes.
Da eigentlich der Brand auch über die Wand geflasht, ja. Brand hat auch geflasht. Das ist halt so boring, ich kann halt gar nichts machen, Mann. Wie dumm ist das?
Stirbt zu.
Er ist sie gerade weggegangen. Auf der Fake-Push-Lane. What? Nicht gut.
Alter, wie ich ihm männlich 3 Auto-Attacks gebe hab, ne?
Die outplayt mich einfach.
Gutes Spiel, das sagst
Ja.
du. Nochmal mit.
An enemy has been slain.
Gut
Eigentlich muss ich
funktioniert.
runter.
Executed.
Muss ich mit runterkommen. Das ist schon wieder der Schule Brand, Alter.
Ja, ja, der weiß auch, dass das eine Severe Lane ist, ne? Ich warte mal, Dragon. Der Brand kommt Mitte.
In harmony. An ally has been slain. Shut down.
Oh Mann, ja. Naja. I don't. I'm just bad with this chimp.
Das Fighter?
But it's okay.
Wie? Wie? Sie besitzt nicht, ne? Ist eigentlich. Naja, aber. Auch so viel Leben. Ich halt auch nicht, der stirbt genau bevor ich in Range bin.
Happen, Boys, Happen, Double Buff, Jenna. Brauch hier ein bisschen Hilfe, ne?
Du hast den Hacker noch gekillt, ne? Ah, jetzt brauche ich halt nicht mal mehr poken, das ist ja nur Livestream.
Hab die hier down fast.
An ally has been slain. In harmony.
Die ist halt so schlecht. Holy shit, man. Dass ich sogar erlaubt bin zu spielen, ne?
Oh, falsch.
What?
Ist der aus dem Leben, Mann. Kann dir das passieren, Mann?
An enemy has been slain.
Ah, Nina!
Nein!
Hast du dem Q gegeben?
Ich hätte keine Weh.
Alter, sie ist so skilled, Alter. Holy shit. Ein Challenger-Spieler in der Mitte.
Oh, warte mal. Wird direkt Ding kaufen?
Ich glaube, es hätte schlechter ausgehen können.
Goldbau.
Das war gar nicht so beschissen. Gar nicht so beschissen gespielt.
Upon the wind.
Hätte einen Wortjump gehabt, das wäre sick gewesen.
Mal Mitte, ne?
Ich sterb!
Okay, ich komm nicht Mitte.
Keine Ahnung, Mann. Sie ist so bad. Sie ist absolut Giga-Trash. Sie ist absolut kernbehindert, Mann. Und ich verliere die Lane. Einfach nur wegen Champion Diff.
Ups.
Ach, Mann, das ist so sad. Dino!
Hau! Ah. Ah.
Easy. Perfekt.
Swiftly.
Komm mal runter. Aber echt nerv ich gerade nicht wegen Play-Dings. Ah, das ist cringe.
As you wish.
Okay, mein Plan war ein anderer, gebe ich zu.
Meine auch. Ich habe echt damit gerechnet, ich treffe irgendwie meine Q in meinem Leben. Ah, dann dreht mir mal ab ins Gesicht.
Ah, sie ist so bad, Mann! Sie spielt so bad! Sie dodgt nichts, Mann!
Backup-Bot.
Hat kein Flash, kein Ignite. Es ist so sad!
Der Terror.
Warum verliere ich das, Mann? Die ist so trash!
With ease.
Fuck mich ab.
Shut down.
Boah, Mann, ey. Du kannst einfach nix Funniges spielen, Mann. Du bist aber jetzt in den Arsch gepickt, weil andere Champions einfach so viel besser sind, Mann.
Nein, dies bliebe. Geheraldet.
Game, Alter, ey. So wenig Spaß, ey.
Swiftly.
Da, ein Tower heldenhaft verteidigt. Oh.
Der Brand ist hinter euch, oder?
Ja, der ist da vor uns.
Ach ja, schon.
As you wish.
Ah, hittet mich. Okay. Crazy Samira, Alter. Der absolute Skill. Expression, Alter, in der Mitte. Ey.
EK kommt Mitte.
Die müssen halt nichts spielen, können nicht auf AFK gehen. Mann. Kann's, Alter. Ja, es ist halt einfach, ich muss gar nichts können, Mann. Ich darf das Game nicht spielen. Cool.
In harmony.
Ich hab nicht mehr.
Ja, ich kann nicht hingehen, das ist so dumm.
Ja.
Und sie ist so, das schießt so schlecht, Mann, das ist so sad. Es tut mir einfach so weh, wenn ich sowas sehe, Mann. So dumm. So schlecht, Alter. Dodgen, nix, spielen, absolute Müll, Alter. Verlieren Level 1, mal, weil sie cringe sind. Wir werden noch auf der Lane bleiben, Alter. Ich brauche Range für den Damage. Mein Champ hat legit Mechanics im Gegensatz zu dem Müll von den Gegnern, Alter.
Die Schmiede kommen.
Der Hacker ist fett, ne?
Ja, aber wir haben zweimal oh, never mind.
7-3, aber er hat Chemtech Chainsword First Item gekauft.
Ich gesehen gerade.
So viel LCS geschaut, Alter.
Rand ist Topside, Richtung Mitte. Hacker ist bei
Macht
Harold.
Harold, Ah, ja.
Hier.
Ulti. Ja, der Harold prockt. Fucking MF-Ulti löst es nicht aus, aber Harold Auto-Attack. Sehe ich. Können wir den Drake machen?
Will da gerade hin.
Dann machen wir den Tower.
Oh, oder? Der ist wieder an Harold.
Ist wieder ein Harold?
Ja.
Ich komm.
Schade. Oh, danke. Hier, bei mir.
Was ist da?
Gale.
Oh, scheiße.
Wir können die Runde.
Ja, wir hätten noch Ult, oder?
Ja. Der ist raus. Könnt ihr die 2 killen? Kommen wir jetzt? Oh. Achso.
Nevermind.
Gott, warum kam das nicht raus?
Dann lucky gewesen.
Die sind einfach zu gut. Es ist einfach, die sind einfach besser. Das ist es. Die spielen einfach so viel besser.
Sind die beide da?
Ja. Irgendwann muss ich Spot Tower dürfen.
Ja, ich brauch da aber nicht hin. Ne? Okay, jetzt kann ich.
Ich muss aufpassen, nichts krass. Level 14. Vielleicht aufpassen, ich glaube, die killen euch beide. Raid Boss. Verliert Midlane ist ein Raid Boss.
With ease.
Hier oben ist Hackerin. Topside Jungle.
Dritten weg. Dritten weg.
Werd damit getötet in den Dritt.
As you wish.
Ich mache Baron.
With ease.
Das ist doch Int.
Nö, die haben einen super schnellen Baron, wie du siehst.
Ja.
6K. Einfach gut, das sind einfach gute Spieler. Kann man nichts machen.
So.
Einfach so viel besser.
Nicht die Ult abbrechen. Den Kick.
Ach, come on. Okay, wie viel Damage hat es will? Was will das?
2 halbe Items.
Breathlessly.
Eine Ult.
Tot, Red. Einfach weil er besser ist als ich.
Swiftly.
Ich glaube, ich muss die Fiora supporten. Ich glaube, die sind das einzige Chance.
Upon the wind.
Game ist einfach over, die kriegen jetzt nur noch Ding so. Mountains so.
Ah ja, es ist uninterruptible, okay.
Ah, die Hitbox.
In harmony. An ally has been slain. Idiot.
Ich glaube, der Kick war es nicht.
Ah. Eventuell war der Kick jetzt nicht ganz die optimale Option in dem Fall. Aber wenn sie keine Ulti gehabt hätte, vielleicht. Ich glaube, darauf gab es jetzt auch nicht mehr an.
It's just about who has more clout. Like, the reason I got into this is to seek truth. The reason that I'm there talking on a podcast about insecurities is to be open and honest and have open dialogue. And people are too afraid to have that nowadays. I took an L on a podcast specifically for that reason. But that's all they're gonna have. Bro, man, I should have done that, bro.
You should have done what?
now, actually, no, I don't regret it. I don't regret it. I meant talking about it on a podcast. I remember telling Myron about that, how I went to the swinger party and did the couples. Like, oh, don't talk about that. I'm like, I already did. It's too late.
Oh, because people do the cuck thing.
Weiß ich gar nicht, wie die. Nee. Doch.
Thing about your girlfriend or whatever?
Yeah.
Ja, ist unstoppable in der Ulti.
Ja.
Oh, fuck it. Who cares? I guess that's easy for me to say, huh?
Yeah. Well, yeah. How do you get over that? Because that shit, like, low-key right now, I'm trying to act like I don't care at all, but I'm irritated. I'm irritated that people are I'm gonna get so many tweets right now. That's gonna be in every comment section. I'm gonna see it on Reddit. I'm gonna see it everywhere. How do you get past that?
I think there's two things to keep in mind. I think the first thing is that, first of all, it's normal to judge yourself based on what people around you say, right? That's probably, you need that for like a healthy society. People should be worried about what each other thinks, because otherwise you just get a bunch of people running off into the forest doing nothing, and, you know, society falls apart. So the first thing is to accept that, like, yeah, when people think shitty things about me, it kind of bothers me. The second thing is a lot harder, but if you spend, and this is kind of, not to get into like all the red pill shit, but it's one of the reasons why I'm critical of a lot of those thoughts. When you're constantly looking outside of yourself for validation, you don't develop a lot of internal validation. And when you don't have that internal validation, other people's negative thoughts of you will tear you down really hard. So like, I can joke about like my relationships or being a cock or Melina or whatever, because when I think about how I feel about my relationship, the only person's opinion that matters is mine and Melina's. Those are the only two people I'm worried about. As long as I'm happy in my relationship and she's happy, then I'm chill. People on the outside will project what, yeah, go
at
ahead.
the time when I was in that relationship, it was completely, that relationship ended a long time ago. I'm not with, it's been and I felt comfortable enough to talk about it because it didn't threaten my relationship. What were you saying? Something, my bad for interrupting.
Well, I was gonna, no, you're good. I mean, like, but like just thinking about it like that, instead of trying to be okay with everything, you're trying to make it so other people shouldn't care about it, right? But the reality is that you're the one that has to not care about it. Because the more you try to like push people away, well, it was a long time ago. It's like, well, once a cook, always a cook. You know, like people always say shit like that. But at the end of the day, like,
it takes you, they're gonna latch onto it more. So you just have to not care about the insults that people have.
Yeah, which is really hard to do. That's like an inhuman thing to do. Like a normal human being isn't built for the level of direct negative engagement you get from online shit. That's just, yeah. But any online content creator will tell you that. It's insane.
Why do you think that people come at my character a lot for that, but someone like Patrice O'Neal, who's done the same thing and talked about it very publicly and in detail and was like my inspiration for going to a swinger party, why does his character not get defamed for that?
I don't know enough about him to know like that situation or why he does or doesn't. I'd have to know more about him. I can't say. Why did he take his girl to a swinger party or some shit?
Yeah, he took his girl to a swinger party because he wanted to have an open relationship and he wanted to be fair on both sides. Same reason. I wanted to fuck other bitches, so I went to a swinger party. It's like, okay, let's do a couple swap. Because if I could do this thing and go step out of the crib and do my own thing, then I should be able to supervise it. And I don't want you to go out and do it off on your own. I want to see it if it's going to happen. Saw it and I hated it. And now I hear this other red pill stuff. It's like, oh, okay, an open relationship should not even be possible for a girl. I should be able to do what I want, and the girl should not be able to do it at all. But I thought that I was strengthening my jealousy and ego by witnessing it, but it didn't. It fucking, I was like, oh, huh.
Sure.
Patrice didn't care at all. Patrice just said like, it's just sex.
Yeah, I mean, some people do, some people don't. Like the most common stories you hear this for are threesomes. It'll be a guy and a girl, and they're like, we want to bring a third person in and have sex, and it'll be fun. Usually it's female, female, male. But oftentimes you'll hear them, they'll talk about it beforehand. They're both cool. They're both excited. They're fantasizing about it. And then as soon as it starts happening, somebody sees it and their mind gets fucked. Because it's hard to tell before you're actually in a situation, like how you're going to emotionally respond to it, you know? But I mean, like, some things you just have
But
to
also,
experience.
a male female is a train. That's not a threesome.
You can call it what you want, but I'm saying, like, from the woman's side or the man's side, like, you don't often know how you're going to respond to a situation until you're in it. That's just like part of life, right? Like, it just happens. Like, you can think you're ready for something, and then as soon as you're in it, you know, your mind can get fucked for whatever reason.
Has that happened to you?
No, but I think I'm probably a little colder than most, so it's a little different on my end. But I think it has happened with most people. Or you can read a lot of stories. Like I said, the threesome thing is the most common, where people go to try something and then once they're in it, they're like, holy shit, like, this is like mind fucking me really hard.
What have you noticed about like your experience on the internet? Do you think that people appreciate honesty, or do they use information against you?
I think this is always what you have to consider when you're doing online stuff. I'm gonna be a little gay for a second, okay? When you are being really honest, okay, what you're really doing is you're being more vulnerable, because honesty means you're showing people more of yourself, essentially, right? You're not playing a character, you're really showing people what's inside of you. When you do that, two things happen. One, the people that like you have more to respect and more to like because they're getting to know you more. But the people that hate you have more to hate and more to attack you with because they're getting to get more access to stuff they can hate you with, right? So every time you open up more or you're more honest, you're inviting people to like you and hate you more. That's just, yeah, that's just part of what it is, you know?
Have you always been really cold, or has it developed from streaming for so many years?
I always have been, but it's like a thing since childhood or whatever. Like, that's just, it just, but I'm not like the norm for anything. That's why, like, even though I live the lifestyle I do and I say the things I say, like, I always tell people, like, I don't recommend any part of my lifestyle for anybody because I'm way off the norm for a lot of the kind of like emotional processing on stuff.
Someone donor said Destiny doesn't care what other people, even his wife, thinks, so this is very different from him. But I do think you care. You always talk about chemistry and the emotional connection.
Yeah, I care. I absolutely care about what my wife thinks, right? But like when I say that, like, I don't care about what other people think, to some extent that's not true. If I didn't care, why would I say anything online ever? When I say I don't care about what other people think, what I mean is that I have a core idea of who I am and how I view myself, and other people's negative criticisms of me don't change that understanding of myself. Yeah. But like if a bunch of people see me and they're like, oh, you're really mean to this person, then I might be like, okay, maybe I should be less mean to this person. But a bunch of people see me and they're like, oh, you're a dumb fuck. I know I'm not a dumb fuck. Like, that's not gonna bother me. It's not gonna change that like core vision I have of myself, right?
Someone said Vosh is live right now. He wants to talk to you.
Anytime people say that, always get a clip, because
they're usually donating and faking.
Yeah, sometimes people do, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
It's so here's something I'm curious, actually, because you've been streaming for a long time.
No, I haven't.
Or hold on, I'm sorry. You've been doing online content for a long time, right?
Yeah.
What is it like for you to grow and change as a person when at 14 you're already getting so much feedback online telling you that like you're doing a good job, you've got a good mind, you're doing cool stuff? Like, are you ever worried that you'll fall into the trap? And I'm not talking about red pill shit, I'm just saying in general that like when you're 14, 15, 16, 17, you're gonna get stuck thinking something forever just because people are like reinforcing it at like an early age.
No, I've always trusted and challenged myself to put my thoughts and ideas online, to pressure myself to grow and change in front of people, and to stay true to my character. Because I feel like if I wasn't honest, I would have gotten exposed right now. I think I like the pressure of having to be myself publicly, because it makes me hold myself accountable right now. Like right now, I had Adam22 on, and he was talking about how Bill Clinton pardoned his dad, and he has all these like demon tattoos, and he's like repping this stuff. That shit made me a little uncomfortable. And then I have Lasanavi talking about like the swinger party story, and that shit's making me uncomfortable. But
Hassan was bringing that up?
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh damn, I didn't know he was. That's kind of weird.
What do you think I was talking about?
Or I just thought random people on the internet were bringing it up. I don't know who Hassan was, but okay.
No, random people have been bringing up, and that's why I was just trying to get him on stream, bro. He just reacted to it. Wait, why did you DM me?
I was watching you react to him, but I'd like just clicked on the stream, and then I saw he was dodging, and I saw you trying to get him on.
He was reacting to the swinger party story.
Gotcha. I wasn't just trying to get him
on now. He was reacting to that and calling me a cuck and saying this stuff, so I just wanted to talk to him.
Gotcha. But you know that he like, I'm not shitting on him for this, because I don't think there's a problem with it, but you know he was dating a porn star before that, right? Like Janice Griffin. So it's kind of so it's kind of weird for him to
call me a cuck.
Yeah, but I don't think he's a cuck. But I don't think that swinging makes you a cuck. But yeah, I don't know. There's kind of a weird attack from him, but whatever.
Yeah. So his girlfriend was getting fucked on camera, but you're calling me a cuck because I went to a swinger party?
Yeah, sure, but with your mentality, it sounds like what you're trying to do is call everybody a cuck, whereas I'm saying
No, I'm not trying to call him a cuck. I'm not trying to call a cuck. I'm trying to point out the hypocrisy in that.
Yeah. Hypocritically, I would say, yeah, that's true.
I never even called you a cuck.
Sure, yeah, that's cool. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You're not a cuck, Destiny.
Thanks, wow.
I'm not a cuck. Lasanabi's not a cuck. Nobody's a cuck.
Uh-huh. Gotcha.
Well, good ammo for when that debate does happen.
With Hassan?
With Lasan.
Did you ever see his debate with... Do you know who Christian Walker is?
No.
Oh, shit. Some, like, TikToker conservative dude. But that was pretty funny. Holy shit.
Why do you get on with a TikToker but not a streamer?
Because Christian Walker was, I think, he was, like, pretty popular. I think he was, like, blowing up.
So it's all about clout.
Yes, 100%. For Hassan, he could, like, 2 twin girls or women could go up to him, like 22 years old, tens, hottest fucking women in the world, and offer to give him a fucking double blowjob, no strings attached. And his first question would be like, how many followers do you have on Instagram? And he would walk away if they weren't fucking like famous. That's how like clout wired that dude's brain is. He's on another. I'm almost impressed by like the level of clout seeking that guy's head is on.
Is it the nepotism? How do you think he got to that point?
I mean, career-wise, has benefited him, right? Like he's always like looking to kind of like climb up and step up. That's just the kind of person he is. But I mean, he's done really well doing it. I mean, I was like one of the rungs, and he kept going. So yeah, he's doing a good job. He had fucking like AOC on his stream, right? Like playing Among Us and shit. So
Scott Aragon donate 20 said, Destiny, you seem very much bothered with an FNF during the show with what they were saying. Would you go back, and what were your trigger points? Yeah, you would go back, and they want you back too. You know, the Fresh and Fit fans actually really enjoyed. They really like you.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't bothered at all. I mean, the chat was pretty insane. You saw it on the screen.
Yeah, I think the super chats get a little bit too disrespectful. But I was reading the subreddit, and they really fuck with you. They like the...
No, yeah, the subreddit, the YouTube comments.
We get an echo chamber because I agree with Myron on pretty much everything. So a lot of time I'm just there talking like, yeah. I'm kind of like the MC or a hype man. I could see how that can get boring. But having you back and forth on is... It makes for a really good stream. Especially, I noticed with Nick Fuentes yesterday, like when you guys are going back and forth and you're talking really autistic and fast, it's like, whoa, these like high IQ. I'm like, whoa, bro, I gotta read more. Holy shit, this is some high IQ shit. And then, yeah, your low IQ statement. I'm like, damn, fuck, I need to be more autistic.
I mean, it's like different. It's just different life skills, right? Also, keep in mind that like I've been doing this for like fucking 7 years or some shit now, right?
But you didn't answer the question though. What triggered you on FNF, and would you go back?
I don't think anything triggered me. If I was gonna get triggered by like chat or donors or something, I would be already like fucked as a streamer. So
yeah, I don't think you were triggered.
Yeah, no. If anything triggered me, it was the fucking girls. But damn. What?
The girls triggered you, but not all the red pill statements? That kind of goes against
I'm just saying that just all the... Dude, those Zans 1 and Zans 2 next to you were... It was a lot, but...
You remind me of that frog that... Normies, you probably had a turtle, like, when they could have named 3 countries.
Okay, it wasn't normies. These girls are not normies, okay? These girls are something different, all right? These girls are from another dimension, all right? These are not normal... Not to shit on them. Now I feel mean like I'm shitting on them, but...
Aw, you just call them Zam 1 and Zam 2.
Well, you called them that. I was just... So you knew who I was referring to, okay?
But you go back on?
Yeah, of course. It's way more entertaining talking to people who disagree with you than, like, getting somebody on and be like, yeah, I agree, yeah. It's like, okay. I don't know. That shit's boring to me.
Eula donated 5 and said, you wanted to see your girl with a guy to ease the guilt that came with infidelity. You wanted to see her do it so you weren't the only guilty one of cheating. Bro, it was trying to be equality. I'm out here fucking, it's not fair. Let me see it to make it even. But I should have seen that coming. I really thought that they were going to see past that in the podcast. I had no thought in my mind that I was going to get called a cuck after that. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, right?
From
you just have to bob and weave.
Oh, shit. What? That didn't happen the day I was on, right? Was that before I was on? The other day? Or like an earlier day? Or...
What you mean?
When people were calling you a cuck or whatever? Or
they've been calling me that for months.
Oh, okay.
They've been calling me ever since I did that podcast. People dig it up and they say that like that was the start of my villain arc. Yo, one thing about Libs Destiny, and your fans love it. I've been reading your subreddit, Lasanabi. Yeah. Yo, you Libs love to psychoanalyze me. You treat me like a character study. It's like a movie review. People like to figure out like where I did this or where I did that. I think what makes me different from a lot of other streamers is maybe because I've grown up in front of it. But yo, you libs really love to psychoanalyze me. Your subreddit, my subreddit hates me. My subreddit likes you more than they like me.
Yeah.
They don't really care if
why?
it's you. They already know where you stand, and they kind of just follow what you say and what you don't say.
Well, I mean, I think the challenging thing is that like you're making a big ask of your audience, right? And I do something similar, so I know the growing pains because I've had to chop off tons of my fan base in the past. Like I'm still actively doing it. You're making an impossible ask. We are saying you're gonna grow from point A to B to C to D, and you're gonna change over a long period of time. Most people don't do that. When they start watching online content, they just want to see, like, this is the thing I like, and I want it to stay the same. But when you start at a certain point, and then you start to grow over time, your beliefs, the way you present yourself, like everything about your ideology, it's all going to change. And the people that liked what you were before aren't going to like that growth. It's kind of like how it used to be.
Keep fucking watching.
Well, I mean, to some extent, they like who you used to be. Some might really like you as a person, and those people, the few that like you, like just for who you are and your thought process, they'll probably follow you through your journey or whatever. But there's going to be a lot of friction there. It's kind of like whenever like a band, you know how like every band they make like 2 albums, and it's like the first one is pretty good, then the second one is really good, and then on the third one they're like, we're going to try some new shit, and like half the fan base is like, oh cool, you're branching out. The other half is like, this is lame. Like, why didn't you just make, you know, Meteora #2 or Hybrid Theory 2 or whatever? Like, that's just like that's something unique that you're doing because you're changing so much on the internet, right? Like if I were to go look up videos of Hassan, he's saying the exact same shit now that he was saying as soon as he started streaming. He hasn't changed at all. Same thing with Vosh. Yeah, it's
but
the
that's
same.
how you build the core strong people who will always ride you forever.
Yeah, because they know what they're getting when they show up. They enter the place, they get exactly what they want, and that's safe, and it doesn't change, and it reinforces their beliefs. And then you kind of have like all of your friends together in an area where you're all kind of cool and you vibe with each other, and it's all good. And you don't have to worry about like anything making you uncomfortable or challenging you or anything.
You don't think you have that a little bit?
No, my stuff has changed a lot over time. That's we go through a lot of purges in my community.
Then why don't I see anybody say I missed the old Destiny?
Well, because it depends on who you were. If you were a communist or a socialist, like you're not saying anything now because you've left my community. You're a part of Vosh's or Hassan's community now. If you're somebody that likes, a lot of people joke that they miss like Nebraska Steve because I used to be way more brutal when I'd argue with people. So a lot of those people probably dried up and left. And then for the ones that stay around, they end up kind of like changing ideas. But my fan base still disagrees with me on a lot of things. It just depends on what topic comes up. But they're mainly like very niche, like political or boring political topics. Like we'll fight over things like the Electoral College or the balancing of the Senate or how good the, like the filibuster is. Like it'll be like political topics like that.
A lot of people just dislike me, like the whole thing about me. It's not a topic, it's just me. People treat me like, that's why I get the villain arc thing so often. It's just me as a person.
Yeah, but I mean, that's because you sell you as a person, right? So that's what they're going to like and hate. Again,
is that not what every streamer does?
I don't know. So here's like a question I would ask, and I don't know, and as much as I like to shit on him, I truly don't know. But like, if I go to Hassan's stream and I watch Hassan's stuff, and I've only seen a little bit because I stream a lot, so I don't have time, am I getting to know Hassan as a person, or am I getting a copy-pasted, ultra-progressive dude that's just giving me political takes that are super predictable, and then a guy that's giving me like React content? Like, how much do I really know about Hassan as a person? Like, I'm sure you get like little rays of sunshine through the blinders every now and then, but I don't know how personable his stream is compared to like somebody like you.
Much. I don't know shit about him. I really, and I've seen him react to me so many times. I don't know shit about him.
Mm-hmm.
People know every fucking thing about me.
Yeah.
That's why I get the character analysis.
It's part of it, but it's also why you probably have a really dedicated fan base. Like, I'm sure you got a lot of people that hate you, but you've also got a lot of people that probably really, really love you too.
Yeah, I just hit 600K.
600K what?
Subscribers.
Oh, nice job.
My second channel. Do you recommend people who are getting into content creation to create an echo chamber, or should they take my route and just be honest and talk about everything in their life?
I mean, it depends on what you want to do, but I mean, I like your route. I hope it's like the route that I've kind of gone, to being like really authentic. But the problem is, like,
you have a similar route. People know everything about you.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. But just remember, the problem is always the more you reveal, the more everybody knows. And then also something that's difficult is when you're held up on a pedestal like that, every single mistake that you make is for everybody to see. Like, it's completely bare naked and everybody can judge you, and nobody else has that same level of pressure, you know? Like, people will judge you for like leaked Discord call logs. Meanwhile, they've got like racial slurs flying around in their group chats, but nobody gives a fuck who they are. They're not going to get doxxed. They're not going to get canceled. Their shit's not going to get leaked. And even if it did get leaked, nobody would give a fuck. Whereas for people in the spotlight, you know, every single part of your life is under constant evaluation from others, and it's a lot to deal with.
Yo, can you add Sam Hyde? The chat is spamming Sam Hyde. Do you have his Discord?
I don't think he has Discord. I can message him on Instagram though if he's
So spamming Sam Hyde, but oh, okay. I thought that he was interested in joining, but if he's not, then it's gonna take way too long to teach him Discord right now.
Yeah, last time we talked, it was on Skype. But if he DMs me on Twitter or some shit, I can try to get him in.
Yo, yesterday was probably my favorite panel of all time, man. I think you got to step up your panel game.
What do you mean by that?
You got to step up your panel game. The amount of diversity, the differing opinions all in the same spot from different corners of YouTube. The shit that most of the time your panels are just like 6 white guys talking about trans people and then Brittany Simon and some spiritual white girls. But it's not very, it's too similar. Don't you like how different that panel was? That streams I think is on 1 million views already.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't disagree. But I mean, like, obviously having you're like blowing up right now. You can reach out to almost anybody and probably get them on, you know? I have some pull in the Twitch world. I might be able to like if we do a panel like that, I might be able to pull XQC on or something. But I don't have any penetration into like the YouTube world. That's all you. But even the panels I do now, dude, if you think the panels I do now are boring, you should have seen the ones when I was on Twitch. It's like 8 white people all talking about how great socialism is and whether or not we should like abolish all of work and like who's going to work on the commune. Are we going to make art all day? Like that shit was, yeah, that was really.
Why would you even create a panel like that?
Well, because that's all there is on Twitch. It's like an ideal, especially now that like people like me got banned. It's like an ideological vacuum. Like people go there to be communists, and that's literally it. You know.
You gotta stop being liberal, bro.
Wow, what are you gonna do, man?
Join the good side.
The good side? The side that tells you to that women are worthless fucks who should only be there to make you coffee.
And make the bed.
Oh, that too, yeah.
I'm gay.
What age did you know that you were gay?
I think at like 10 I knew that I think at 10, but I wasn't like, I wasn't clear on my gender.
Yeah, I think it was around like 10 as well when I started questioning if I was bi. And then since then it was kind of like a slippery slope because I was like, am I bi, omni, lesbian? And then I kind of like came to the point, and then now recently I've been like, am I pan? But then I think now I'm starting to realize that I'm queer. But yeah, it started around 10. It wasn't like fully formed, but I guess like that's when I realized, wait, that's a possibility.
Hello everybody, I hope you are doing well today. My good friend Savannah Hernandez has just released a massive expose of taxpayer-funded illegal migrant trafficking by the US government. And not just illegal migrant trafficking, but children being transported in the dead of night and handed to adults with no background checks who aren't even related to the children. And all being done by an independent contractor hired for millions of dollars by the Biden administration. We are going to go over her expose, her whistleblower interviews, and leaked emails right after a quick thank you to today's sponsor, Private Internet Access VPN. Today, a VPN is beyond necessary for your web browsing. With big tech, government, and hackers all wanting your information, Private Internet Access VPN will ensure your browsing data, location, and personal information is kept private. PIA has 50 servers in 50 states. Need to look like you're surfing the web from Oklahoma? They've got an IP for that. Need to visit a website that can only be accessed in Alaska? They've got an IP for that too. With IP addresses in all 50 states, you can avoid sporting event blackouts if your local network opts out of televising the game. You can access news stations, online banking, and streaming services outside your state borders. Watch TV shows before they're even premiered in your time zone. Prevent hackers from seeing your keystrokes, passwords, and work files. You definitely want to have your VPN on when accessing your pension, 401k, IRA, or any online banking services to prevent data exposure. And better yet, with my special link below in the description, You can get 82% off with a 30-day money-back guarantee if you sign up for PIA today. Go check out the link down in my description below. Savannah Hernandez, it is such a pleasure to have you on my channel, especially considering you're banned from like every damn social media platform in existence. They've been censoring you. Where are you even allowed anymore?
So I'm not banned off of every social media platform or in existence. I'm still on YouTube and Instagram, luckily, but yeah, super banned on Twitter, which of course is the most effective platform for the type of reporting that I do. So, I really lucked out in getting banned on Twitter at the start of my career. So that's been fun.
Very cool, Twitter. Very cool. But I've even seen they've banned like Instagram posts of yours as well, if it has anything to do with Twitter. It's wild. Now, I reckon one of the reasons that you're getting so censored is because you're one of the few commentators out there actually on the ground, actually doing proper investigative journalism, which is so rare these days. And one of the things you've been looking into lately is mismanagement at the US-Mexico border. What is it that you've uncovered this week with your whistleblower friend?
Okay, Lauren. So for the past week and a half, I've actually conducted not one, but two whistleblower interviews. And the first whistleblower interview was actually with an active National Guardsman. So the reason why this interview is impactful is because typically we don't see military members speaking out regarding the current administration that they're under. However, this National Guardsman has been through so much and seen so much at the southern border that he wanted to speak out and basically tell America what's actually going on. So regarding his interview, he details how the cartel burns people's faces off with acid, leaves their mutilated bodies on the U.S. side of the border as an intimidation tactic to National Guard and Border Patrol to let them know, hey, we're here, by the way, and these are the lengths we're willing to go to, for anyone who's willing to push back against us. On top of that, the cartel also shooting at them. This National Guardsman also shared horrifically sad video of a young 7-year-old girl who was abandoned at the border. She's crying. And watching this National Guardsman share his story was heartbreaking because you could see in his eyes that this type of experience and these situations that he's being put in as a result of our open border have really broken him. He personally knew Bishop Evans, one of the National Guardsmen that drowned trying to save a drug smuggler from the Rio Grande a couple of months back. So National Guard going through a lot right now at our southern border.
Wieso, Philipp, was möchtest du machen?
Nix.
Na dann.
Ich weiß doch auch nicht.
Okay, mir ein bisschen rechte Medien an. Ja.
Naja, da fühlst du dich wohl, ne?
Was sagst du?
Zwischendurch.
Sorry?
Auch ein Game für zwischendurch, sag ich.
Du hast doch dein Shit-Game.
Das habe ich schon vor einer Woche oder so deinstalliert.
Was?
Ja, keine Ahnung. PvP, ich finde keine Gegner. Ich sitze eine Stunde in der Queue und wollte nur mal spielen.
Hast du mitgekriegt, was dein Kanzler hier schön heute fabriziert hat, ne?
Mein Kanzler? Welcher Kanzler denn? Scholzi oder was?
Ja, Scholzi.
Was Scholzi macht, das geht in Ordnung.
Cum-Ex ist er jetzt ein bisschen am Haken.
Ach.
Ja, da schämst dich ein bisschen, gell? Kann ich verstehen.
Hä, du hast Baerbock gewählt, die gibt's gar nicht mehr, die existiert gar nicht mehr.
Doch, die hat sich nur verkauft, die wollte ein bisschen Außenminister machen.
So irrelevant.
Außerdem Philipp, du weißt genau, wen ich wollte, ne?
Ha! Der mit den Saudis Geschäfte gemacht hat.
Der Einzige, der dort arbeitet, würde ich sagen, ne?
Erstmal das Blutgeld in Katar ein bisschen noch angenommen, ne?
Hä? Das ist FIFA, Philipp, nicht verwechseln, ne?
Der hat auch das Gas von den Katarern genommen. Da. 16.000 Tote. Und wir kaufen Gas von denen.
Ja, aber das hat halt nichts mit Gas zu tun, ne?
Ja, Entschuldigung, ja, natürlich. Also nur weil das Land 16.000 umgebracht haben und denen die Gasfelder gehören.
Aber es sind 9.000?
Nee, 16.000 sind die hohen Schätzungen, 9 sind die kleinen. Aber wenn du möchtest, dann halt nur 9.000.
Ja, weiß. Philipp, ich verbrauche kein Gas. Weißt du, was deine Heizung, wie deine Heizung heizt? Ne?
Ich weiß nicht, ob ich eine Heizung habe. Letztens habe ich mir auf der Fahrt zur Arbeit Hearthstone runtergeladen. Das war auch schon wieder ein Fehler. so ein schlechtes Game. Theoretisch könnte ich jetzt mal 300 Euro reinstecken, dann hätte ich fast alle Karten. Dann geht's los.
Na, Schnapper. Du arbeitest ja jetzt, ne? Ist fein.
Ja, ne? Das ist halt echt schade, Mann. Gibt irgendwie kein Game, so einfach so just fun.
Diablo Immortal habe ich gehört, ist ziemlich fun.
Ja, da würde ich zu ahnen, soll ich dir schon mal gesagt. Ich arbeite nicht bei Porsche wie Matze. Oder wie du bei der Optima, die Blutgeld verdienen mit wie heißt die Eikos Zigaretten?
Babes. Aber bei Zigarette ist immer auch drin, ja.
Komm mir kurz nochmal ein Eis.
Joe Rogan is actually a legit fighter. Many people don't know how good of a fighter Joe Rogan actually is, and a lot of people were shocked when they saw this viral video saying Joe Rogan's leg kicks sound like gunshots. Rogan has been training martial arts for 40 years. He has black belts in Taekwondo, karate, and 2 black belts in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. There's even a video of Joe Rogan knocking out a guy in 1987 with a spinning back kick. He was a state champion in Taekwondo 4 years in a row, US Open Taekwondo champion in 3 different weight divisions, and got 2nd place in the National Taekwondo Championship. Fortunately for Joe, he put himself in a position to make way more money outside of the cage. Joe Rogan is actually a legit fighter. Many people don't know how good of a fighter Joe Rogan actually is, and a lot of people were shocked when they saw this viral video saying Joe Rogan's leg kicks sound like gunshots. Rogan has been training martial arts for 40 years. He has black belts in Taekwondo, karate, and 2 black belts in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. There's even a video of Joe Rogan knocking out a guy in 1987 with a spinning back kick. He was a state champion in Taekwondo.
Wie bitte?
Ich hab kein Eis mehr.
Ja, Philipp, du isst auch jeden Tag 3 Stück?
Also ist ziemlich übertrieben, ne?
Das ist nur 2.
Ja, nur 2.
My favorite types of clients are those who name their dog something unique, or a human name. This is Gertrude, and she's a 1-year-old black tri Australian Shepherd. She's a bit nervous about her groom today, and she will make many attempts to escape.
No, jump.
She must know that her owner asked that I express her glands today. If you don't know what expressing the glands are, you don't want to know. I blow dry her with the high velocity dryer, and I love that the happy hoodie makes her look frozen
Weiter
in
geht's gleich
time.
bei Dragonflight an, Jungs.
Ja, Philipp, du darfst solche Firmen unterstützen. Ich mach's nicht so gern, ne?
Was für Firmen?
Ja, solche, die versuchen, das Gaming-Genre zu zerstören.
Ey, du arbeitest für Nestle.
Was hat das damit zu tun?
Despite her
Also, ich
emotionless
glaube, ich
face.
merke langsam eine Tendenz, weil die Menschen lieben, sind die einfach nicht so viel wert, Johannes.
Philipp, das muss ich mir von dir nicht anhören, ne?
Also, ich weiß ja nicht, ne? Nestle-Mitarbeiter. Ganz vorsichtig jetzt, ne?
It turns out that she's a very aggressive tap dancer.
Her cheeks are very, very long.
I brush her out with my coral slicker brush, and then I made it snow with the undercoat rake and the equi groomer.
Jetzt mal eine wirklich wichtige Frage, ne?
Ja, was soll ich dir erklären?
Glaubst du, dass so ein Unternehmen wie Coca-Cola Einfluss nehmen könnte also zum Beispiel, wenn die jetzt sagen würden, hey, wenn die WM in Katar macht, dann klappt ihr uns nicht mehr als Sponsor. Meinst du, sind die stärker oder schwächer?
In welcher Hinsicht? Dass sie die EM nicht machen.
Also, die haben sich ja für Katar entschieden. Jetzt kündigen das an und am selben Tag würde Coca-Cola das raushauen und sagen, wenn ihr die WM in Katar macht, sponsern wir euch nicht mehr.
Nein.
Sagst Coca-Cola schwächer.
Ja, weil die Problematik ist, glaube ich, dass es genug Werbetreibende gibt, die das feiern würde. Die würde vielleicht ein bisschen weniger verdienen. Aber ich glaube, dass es sich so diktieren lasse, wo sie EMs machen und wo nicht. FIFA ist nicht so bekannt für ihre demokratische und ich glaube nicht, dass die so gern sich Vorschriften machen lassen.
Ich weiß nicht, ich glaube halt, wenn so Coca-Cola so ein, zwei von den richtig Großen da mal was sagen würden, die dann so ein, zwei noch mitziehen ins Boden.
Ja, von wie viele reden wir jetzt? Reden wir von der Hälfte von den Sponsorengelder?
Nein, ich spreche nur von Coca-Cola und Coca-Cola schafft es dann vielleicht ein, zwei kleinere mitzuziehen.
Ich glaube, das ist halt ein Numbers-Game. Wenn so 30% von deinem Sponsoren-Revenue auf einmal abspringt, glaube ich, redest du darüber schon mal.
Aber jetzt Coca-Cola nicht allein 30% Sponsoren-Revenue.
Ich wüsste nicht mal, wie ich das nachschauen sollte.
Die sind jetzt so groß.
Das muss ein FIFA eigentlich sein, oder?
Ja.
Also, Philipp, ne? Ja, da kriege ich eine Lebensgeschichte. (2018) offizielle Sponsoren. Er ist schon mal der zweitgrößte. Was glaubst du, wer der größte ist?
Es gibt einen größeren als Coca-Cola.
Ja.
Scheiße, ich dachte, das wäre der größte. Keine Ahnung.
Adidas.
Macht Sinn. Dann sagen wir, wenn Adidas abspringt.
Ich bräuchte jetzt halt einen Prozentsatz, ne? Ich glaube, es kommt auf verschiedene Sachen an. Es kommt darauf an, wie viel abspringt und wie weit die Planung fortgeschritten ist. Ich glaube, es gibt halt so Landmarks, da gibt es kein Zurück mehr. Da können sie nicht abbrechen. Wenn sie angefangen haben zu bauen zum Beispiel. Ich glaube, das ist nicht öffentlich, Philipp. Also ich finde es nicht.
Ja.
Sponsoren der Fußball-WM 2022. Mhm. Wanda, Viva, Hyundai, Qatar Airways, Visa, Adidas, Coca-Cola, Budweiser, McDonald's. Ich habe aber keine Zahlen dazu, was das in Zahlen bedeutet.
Mhm.
Eigentlich auch nicht richtig, ne? Das wird eigentlich schon öffentlich sein, solche so.
I tidy up her ear hairs using my chunkers and my thinners. And then I shave out her paw pads and tidy up her Grinch feet. I give her some brown butt cheeks. I sprayed her down in vanilla chai latte cologne, and the gorgeous Gertrude is all finished. Today, for our pet of the day, we have One-Eyed Scritch, who clearly loved her bandana. And obviously, Gertrude really wanted to get the heck out of here.
So about 6 months ago, we durability tested the OnePlus 10 Pro, and it did not go over too well. Today we find out if the design on this new OnePlus 10T has been structurally improved. Although similar, there are quite a few physical differences on this new device, which does give me hope that it won't end up in the same shape as the last one. Fingers crossed. Let's get started. Taking a close look at both phones, we can see where the physical design has been modified. While they both still have a large square camera array in the top left corner, the LED flash location is different, along with a few of the cameras. OnePlus has also ditched the Hasselblad branding this time around. I guess their relationship just became too much of a hassle. But we are also missing the mute switch, so instead of looking uniquely OnePlus, it's just looking like one more rectangular slab of glass. There are also no antenna lines with this new phone. I'm not sure exactly how they accomplished that one. The biggest difference though is probably how much material is running up the side of the phone right below the camera lens. If we look at where the 10 Pro snapped earlier this year, through that thin side rail, it looks like the new 10T has quite a bit more material to work with under that lens. The design has more meat and has changed quite a bit, hopefully enough to make a difference. There are a few more subtle variations, of course, and we can cover those as we move through the durability test. We'll just run through the whole thing, because if we deviate too far from the norm, we might wake up people who fall asleep listening to my videos, and we gotta stay consistent. Lullabies with Jerry coming soon, though. Just kidding. I mean, unless. And we still get scratches at a level 6 with deeper grooves at a level 7. The front camera has been downgraded slightly from a 32 megapixel down to a 16. It is still a hole punch under the glass, right below that super thin earpiece slit. If we make our way around to the sides of the phone, we find that the whole thing is actually made of plastic. and now the invisible antenna lines make a lot more sense. I thought this phone was made of metal ever since I pulled it out of the box. Up top we got quite a bit more plastic as well, and plastic running down the left side. The volume rocker is made from metal. The bottom has more plastic, along with the plastic SIM card tray, and no expandable memory. It does have a red rubber ring though. The US version of this phone only comes with a rating of IP54, meaning, like the Nothing phone, splashes are probably fine, but submersion would be unhealthy. The back panel of the OnePlus 10T is etched and feels so smooth it's almost oily. Hard to explain. It is made from glass though, and the Moonstone Black is acting like sandpaper to my razor blade. The cameras are different as well this time around. We have a 50 megapixel camera up top, then the circular LED flash, thumbs up if you remember his resilience from the last video, and an 8 megapixel ultra wide camera right below those, and of course we lost the telephoto and it got replaced by a 2 megapixel macro camera. Could have just left that circle empty in my opinion. I don't often take pictures of small things. Now the OnePlus 10T is about $650 right now, which is quite a bit cheaper than the $800 10 Pro, and with that lower price point naturally we get a few downgrades. Another one of those slight downgrades is now the screen, instead of being 1440p, drops down to 1080p, but we still keep the 120Hz and the 1 billion colors, so not too shabby. Plus it lasts for about 20 seconds under the heat from my lighter before going white, which means it's AMOLED, and then does not totally recover. I am skipping the fingerprint readers because we already know my fingerprints are broken. Which brings us to the bin test. OnePlus has done a redesign and had time to fix any structural issues, but they've also changed up the entire base material, shifting from aluminum to plastic. And at first, it looks like all those changes might have paid off. No structural damage or cracked glass. So far, it's lasted longer than the 10 Pro, at least until we flip it over. Same spot, right at the camera lens, which is rather unfortunate. I was rooting for this one, and we might as well keep going. Once again, the 10T fractures along the same line as the 10 Pro, right along the top of the battery. Notice though the screen pulling its own weight with an almost 90-degree bend, and still in one piece. Wait, I guess going a full 90 is a bad idea. Or maybe the screen is actually still fine and it's just the battery ribbons that have come disconnected. Speaking of which, while the price of the 10T is lower and some things have been downgraded, that's not the case with the internal battery. It is slightly smaller at 48,000 milliamp hours, but at 125 watts, it can charge twice as fast as the 10 Pro, which is a huge improvement. It's even rated for 800 to 1600 charge cycles before hitting 80% capacity. That's like draining your phone every day for 4 years and still having 80% of your original battery left. Battery science is getting super good. So to answer the question in the title, did OnePlus fix their latest phone? The answer is yes, they did change up things structurally, but not quite enough to matter. A case is probably still a good idea. Remember, my reviews very specifically only cover structural integrity and durability. There are many more aspects to consider when picking a new phone. And just because a device snaps in half during my extreme durability tests does not make it a bad phone. Tacos fall apart and they aren't bad. And OnePlus can always improve next time around. And I'll be here when they do. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss it. Come hang out with me on Instagram and Twitter. And thanks a ton for watching. I'll see you.
Riech Cola-Videos, Philipp.
Gern geschehen.
Oh, that's handy. SA6 today, that's all we got. Secret needy tricks in the back here, but that's for later. Backpack full of cameras here. Drone, 2 cameras, GoPro. Weather is good at the moment, but you know, this is Ireland. Before you know it, the rain comes in, so we better hurry up. Yeah, one big swampland up ahead on that side. We gotta go all around, but we're losing daylight. I think for at least an hour or so I already have been exploring around. Very swampy, very difficult terrain, very rough, not much shelter materials at hand, but time is really running out. We have to make a decision. Is this it, folks? Is this it? Are there holes in it? Wet. Yeah, as it is still dry, I figured let's get fire material and get that sorted. But now the question is, do you put time in your shelter? Make that proper. Do you put time in making a fire? I almost have no light left to make this shelter proper. So maybe the last bit of light we should use to try and make a fire. But if we not succeed, we need to have shelter, you know? It's almost completely dark. I was thinking to cover. Good morning, folks. I got myself a nice reed blanket. I figured this was the most effective way to get this quick shelter done, just have myself covered in reed. Yeah, it was good. I'm dry. I wasn't too cold. No, I've been way colder in the past sleeping in those natural shelters without fire. There's mold all on top of my ceiling, and sometimes a bit of soil comes down, so that's lovely. Yeah, it's been drizzling all night a little bit, but no heavy rain yet. But the heavy rain might come. Get things going and get that fire going and a proper shelter. Yeah, and use my jacket as a little blankie. My firewood should be nice and dry behind there. Yeah, look. You know, I'm gonna be here for a couple days, so you better make sure that in the beginning you have the best location. So that morning I took a little more time to properly look around for a better shelter location. And in fact, I found something very covered that suited me better. It had a fallen log, so this I could use as a natural terrain feature, and it saves you a lot of time using those natural terrain features rather than building a shelter all from scratch, building the frame and everything. Rain, rain, rain. water reed. Definitely the material to go here to waterproof my shelter. It's easily harvestable in large quantities. Look how the drips slide over the reed leaves. Oh man, soaking wet. I think it will continue for the whole day. I'm happy I have my dry fire material, but even then, in this circumstances, it's tricky. Okay, in my old shelter, things start to leak here, and this is my firewood. This is not a good situation. I gotta move it to the new shelter, but how to do this without getting it wet? I found this yesterday, and here I probably can keep my stuff dry. Yay. The tinder, pick that up with stick, not get it wet. I think it's slowly time to hide underneath this and do a bit of bow drill carving. But wish me luck, man. Under these circumstances, it's for no one easy. So good. Yeah, the problem is now, guys, if I'm not active, I'll get really cold in this wet. So I start with slowly warming up that bow drill set without giving much pressure or pace, barely any energy here, and then wait for the first smoke to arise. In this phase we are filling up the notch with dust, and we continue on so till the notch is properly filled, and then, yeah, here's the moment I'm gonna give it my all to lighten that notch. Was very close. at least it kind of stopped raining a bit. One really shouldn't underestimate how difficult the bow drill can be. In warmer climates, a bow drill can be very easy, but here the atmosphere is completely damp. And my theory on it is that under these circumstances, even if you have proper bow drill technique and you have decently dry materials, the bow drill is very hard and sometimes impossible. We've got a lot of brown dust, but it just doesn't ignite. Finally. Oh no. The thing started leaking here. Yeah, then I look back into my shelter and right where my feather sticks are, I see drips coming down. Those feather sticks be soaking. Yeah, that's the worst thing that could possibly happen. And of course I tried to keep everything dry and it was laying there under the log. It's supposed to be a dry place, but it wasn't. And this is your main tinder bundle, it's completely wet. Smooth. Oi, 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 oi. Yeah, now I'm here big time screwed. All my fire material used, no dry stuff anymore. I don't have fire. I don't have fire, I should start all over again. I'm soaking wet, so I'll be suffering big time over the night if I don't have my fire on today, folks.
Wie bitte?
Ja, hast du richtig gehört. Tote Hose ist hier.
Ja. Okay, deine Vorschläge halt nicht.
Ich frage die ganze Zeit, Aram, wollen wir TFT machen?
Du hast gesagt gar nichts mehr.
Hä? Hast du mal deine Ohren putzt, Johannes?
Ja, da habe ich tatsächlich nicht gehört, ne?
Ich lade hier auch seit 10 Minuten ein.
Du bist nicht mal online, Philipp.
Big time screwed. Big time screwed.
Keine Ahnung, ich will jetzt ins Bett gehen.
Ja, dann komm halt online, was soll ich sagen?
Nee, du bist toxisch.
Hä?
Du bist jetzt hier, Ding. Ach, jetzt hab ich den Namen vergessen. Wie hieß der Freund von Red IRL, der immer noch Gender gespielt hat?
Sag ich dir nicht.
Sag's jetzt! Alles!
So I make the choice here to use some of my emergency equipment. I of course have some first aid with me and also this fire steel, just in case I really get into a survival situation. You know, it's not like the TV shows where people get a lot of money to do some surviving, you know.
So ein anderes Gender-OTP, ne, oder?
Oh doch, stimmt, ja.
It really has to...
Wie war denn der Mordekaiser?
Es war Apo, war der Mordekaiser.
Okay? Okay.
Und dann ist er zu Jenna gewechselt.
Ja.
Und Morde war ja so irgendwie Dia-Stack. Mit Jenna war ja dann Rank 1 sogar.
Ja, das war ein bisschen frech, muss ich sagen.
Aber das war auch da, wo Jenna Gigabastel war.
Hm. Für die da oben nicht immer noch ziemlich unverschämte Winrates.
Ja, aber es ist halt auch sehr harter OTP, ne?
Philipp.
Was ist los? Eine Blümchen.
Das hast du schon mal behauptet.
Ja, du hast mal nachgeschaut, ne?
Ja.
Du hast gesehen, dass ich recht hatte.
Nee, da waren es einfach so 3 Millionen Games. Ich denke mir, yo, ohne Bildschirmchen.
Ah, Johannes. Also ich gehe mir jetzt kurz was zu trinken holen.
To stay a little bit of fun, I make the choice to use that fire steel. Disappointment to myself. Yeah, that's the way it has to go here. Okay, let's fill that up with some water.
Nino, willst du Abend machen?
Okay, ins Bett.
Okay.
Things are stable at least. Man, it was rough. The rain today, mates. Oh my goodness. I was lucky at least it wasn't too cold today. Not below 10 degrees Celsius. Okay, this is boiling. I'd say that it be good. And it is still raining. Yeah, it's already late. It's unfortunate, but I picked some good sleep hours in the morning. But we have a lot of work to do, so rather not late. Funny head again. River is really high, what we expected. For all this rain. It's more than 1.5 days now that I haven't eaten. And this morning for the first time I felt my energy levels have dropped significantly. It's really time for food, isn't it?
Hallo, hallo, hallo.
Hallo.
Nee, du machst nicht mit, oder was?
Nuts of the oak tree
Nee,
are one of
ich
the
bin
most
gleich schlafen.
nutritious wild foods to
Warum
be
bist du so
found,
vernünftig?
rich in starch and fat. Those carbs and fats are the hardest to find in the wilderness. Okay, let's boil that up. The quickest method to leach the acorns from their tannins is warm leaching. The acorns are boiled for a bit, after which the tannin-containing brown-turned water is drained and replaced with fresh boiling water. This is done a couple of times until the water stays clear and the acorns don't taste bitter anymore.
Das für ein Champion ist Ari.
Fresh warm pine needle tea. Life starts to be good. The rain keeps going. Yeah, I'd hoped to upgrade my shelter, but first of all, limit the time. Even today, didn't get much done. Second of all, reed is inaccessible. You remember where I gathered that reed earlier? No way I was gonna walk there again. I think since I started this challenge, the lake water level has risen maybe 0.5 meter. That's crazy, man, that's crazy. I made a very good decision to move shelter because, man, we flooded out there. The old shelter completely flooded. Yikes. Nope, I gotta find myself a better solution for those glass. It broke. Okay, let's save the acorns.
Ja, das schämst du dich eigentlich nicht.
Wegen?
Immer Aram Champion Abuse. guck mal, die Gegner haben coole Champions. Ranger
Yeah, sorry,
und hier.
the other battery died.
Ah,
But
Drox.
fire is going, so
Was haben wir geben nur
I'm gonna
Scheiße.
explore for some kind of metal container. We have to make pace. We got to get our firewood in time. But not much acorns here. No, no, no. Tricky, tricky. Yes. You hear what I hear? It's deer. It's the rutting season. The rut is the mating season of deer and certain other mammals. And the bucks make loud mating calls, called belling. Maybe the best way to gather food now is actually to make a bow. But here in Ireland, bow hunting is illegal. It's no option. Okay, what I'm gonna do is offer my shirt here, and we're doing a method called cold leaching. I guess it's better to have them a little finer. Okay.
What?
The acorns are in there.
Hä?
Let's hang it in the river.
Hä? Wie haben die Wisch in den Busch? Scheiße, Alter, unten ist was.
Keine Sorge, Philipp, ich hab dich.
Yeah, this container situation is a problem. A crack in the bottle, that was expected.
Oh,
okay, let's get it out of the fire.
You know, in previous Duo Survival, we made a burnout bowl to stone boil your water.
What? So klein hit? Okay, then we got one damage.
Yeah, that's great, but that's also not very efficient. It's very time intensive. So I still think glass, despite the fact that there's chance of breaking, is more time efficient.
Das war nicht so erfolgreich, ne? Sicherlich.
It's too hot. Too hot.
Also dann, ich bin mal raus. Wird noch.
User disconnected from your channel.
Not as nice as the other hole. But hey. Okie dokie. So the paracord I have here is a very special one.
Okay.
It has fishing line in it. It has a fire tinder bundle thread in it, which can be used as a fire tinder. Of course, now this paracord is wet. I'm not sure, it likely doesn't work then, but let's see. This came out of about 6 meters of paracord. Just take about half a meter. Ooh. Well, that burns good, doesn't it? I have paracord now, the same paracord as my bootlaces, so that can be handy, especially the fishing line. Can we pull this out all the way? Okay, this is the fire making strand. the fishing line.
I didn't assemble fishing line on this hobo reel, but just used the inner paracord strand, as this lure could potentially catch a pike, and I thought they will be less likely to bite through this than actual fishing line.
Last dual survival, we didn't bring any fishing equipment, but now with me being alone, really time consuming. I at least brought some this paracord and a few hooks. And some secret needy tricks in the back here. Yeah, hobo reels are made. One with a lure and one for worms with a float. Now I'm gonna acorns. And in the afternoon, towards the evening, will be fishing time. Yeah, crazy how little acorns I could find for the amount of efforts I did looking for them. In other years, you'd be scooping them up from the forest floor.
Oak trees can produce up to 6,000 kilograms or 12,000 pounds of acorns per hectare.
Now something here is definitely eating all of those acorns. Because I see a lot more of the caps, you see, but no acorns. Ooh, yes! Here behind my camp, I'm finding the most so far. So these acorns had fallen during this windy day here, and I think it's obvious why there were only acorns laying around my camp. Because with me being here, it's the only place in the whole forest where the wildlife hasn't been today.
Many wildlife species such as deer, squirrels and jays eat acorns. The amount of acorns that are produced in a certain year, especially the bad years, can have a significant effect on the wildlife population, as many of these species are quite dependent on acorns to stock up on enough reserves to make it through the winter.
Okay folks, time for a little expedition, exploring for food sources. Yeah. Hey, a worm. What about that guy?
Wie viel
Is he
sammeln
dead?
das sind zu
Or is he
viele?
pretending to be dead? I'll leave you to it, buddy. Take care. Worms, 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 worms. I was gonna be happy with the camera that the sun was out, but it already started raining again. The funny hat. I just don't feel comfortable filming myself with this thing on. But hey, my body has settled in with not getting any food, so I feel fit and strong. And my belly also calmed down, not craving for a bit of food.
Dieser Reach, der ist einfach kein Melee.
Let's taste. I don't taste much bitterness anymore. Means they're good. Mmm, tasty. Chew properly, Julius. Chew properly. This stuff can go in here. Love it. I love it. No. I do remember now, this does actually come straight out of this river. So potentially there could be bacteria in there. I got a little cutting board here. You can cut them a little finer. Okay, that's it. We're going that way. Reed lands everywhere. We're very hard to fish from. Besides hoping to find some good survival plants like Cat Hill, the main goal of this exploring trip was finding a good fishing spot. I did bring my crafted hobo reels with me and the worms I collected earlier today as bait. Yeah, considering the fishing situation, I have two possibilities to fish, either in the lake or on the river. The river will be mainly brown trout, but the trout season is over, so I can't really catch any trout. So I figured I better go for the lake. It's quite typical many times here when I do such a survival challenge. The lake is so inaccessible. You have reed fells really all along the banks and the shoreline of the lake. And over there, somewhere in the middle, is my camp. Full of watercress. Some water mint. Oh, strong. Just a little snack, eh? Let's carry on. Look at this tree. Lime tree. Basswood. Leaves are edible. They're very salad-like, very juicy. No bitterness. It's nice. You know, I could spend time making a salad and everything, but a salad ain't gonna save the day in the bush concerning kilocalories. But I think I do gonna harvest some stinging nettles. Let me at least harvest some of them. Oh, I got stung there too quickly. Take them at the base and don't touch the rest of your hand. Often it's pretty fine. At least you are good for something, my dear head. Okay, let's head home. It's getting dark. Back to camp. I hope the fire didn't go out. Yes, we got coals. Yes. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Okay, we need to get firewood.
Dat is een shame.
Dat is een verschil.
Ja, Shadow nimmt keinen. Macht Shadow nimmt keinen.
My acorns, yes, it's a long process, I know. So I'm giving my acorns
die listen einfach mal nicht meine Bubble die ganze Zeit
just to
droppen, die
be sure.
Opfer.
All tannin is out, and because it's been the stream to disinfect it properly. Yeah, I know I already ate some over there, but nevertheless, I need my funny head. My funny head, it turned out to be handy. The stem is too thin. Yeah, stinging nettles definitely part of the top 5 survival plants. What have we more? Cattail, nuts, oak, hazel, beech. Oh yeah, don't forget burdock. Okay, fill that up with water and slowly boil it. Maybe it might take an hour, but at least I hope the glass doesn't shred again. My body has adapted, it seems, to being without food. I felt good. It's breaking off the fats, the little fats I have. Yeah, lens is drying here. Has been a bit of a trouble filming recently. Well, this afternoon they were already yummy. Can only get better now. They were better this afternoon. They actually still a bit bitter. Got 2 bottles. One is the mint tea and the other one is the spruce needle tea. Which is better? Nice. That was the fir tea. Yeah, that's the winner. Mint is the winner today. And then it's time for the nettle soup. Strong. It tastes very healthy. That is what it tastes like. Okay, folks, good night.
Warum hast du gesagt, ich bin ein Aramheld? Du bist genauso ein Aramheld, ne?
Nee, so ist nicht genau.
It's a brittle gill. It's a bit old, but I think it will do.
Das war mein Skill. Johannes. Was war denn da los?
Ja, keiner Damage-Nummer, ne?
Warum hast du Punk Chainsword gekauft?
Weil kein anderes gemacht hat.
With the lake not being accessible.
Anti-Heal.
Atrox.
Ja, Atrox one-shotted.
Wayne, Rengar.
Die hatten ja kein Lifesteal. Eh nichts wert und im Aram ist es sogar noch reduced. Mann, du bist ja noch nicht nichts im Aram. Oh.
Hä, Heals sind doch reduced und nicht Anti-Heal, oder?
Keine Ahnung.
It had to be the river for fishing. It was hard to find a good spot to cast from the bank. Thick bushes and debris obstructed pretty much this whole stretch of river, while the opposite bank was open, but only accessible by wading or a journey upstream to a crossing. Eventually, I did find an okay spot. I lost the worms. Rain. So today's setup,
Das spiel ich Kaiser, da habe ich Spaß.
in a sinker which can slide over the line.
Das ist Spaß. Saya.
This guy.
Nee, Karma.
Karma. Denkst du Karma als Spaß?
I see some mess up there.
Ja, das ist
People
langsam.
messing around. Let's have a look.
Echt sass, ne?
Might that be useful? Holy moly! What a find! I found a raft tower. Holy mix.
Die glaube ich auch ein Low-Incel.
Please hold. This is a good fix raft. Ho, ho, ho. Precisely what I need. Look at it. Yay! I used to make these as a little child, and I remember four of them jerry cans should hold a person at least, maybe more, maybe 2 children at the time. So we're making one more jerry can, and then we have access to better fishing areas. Exciting, exciting. Okay, folks, let's get going. I found a grass tower. You gotta be kidding me. I found a jerry can. It's all the way over there in the swamp. The water level used to be way lower, all the way to the reed. You remember when I harvested the reed there? But it came up, so we'll see if that's still accessible. At least this is very close to camp, so I can immediately dry my feet at the fire. Into the swamp we go. Man, that water level has raised like crazy. There she is. Hello. Nice one. Yeah, so as I said, it doesn't have a cap.
What? Die haben es alles überlebt.
Messy here.
Ah, jetzt bei Shield. Also alle 5 haben das Ding-Symbol. Hier, da ist das.
It ain't pretty, but hopefully it keeps us afloat. Yeah, and it's also the end of my baton. Yeah, I hope to make this out of a seasoned wood, so if it gets wet it will extend, it will get even more tight, but this birch I found here, it is quite fresh still, but it should be fine. Ah, no. Ah, there's a crack in it. And I didn't see that earlier on. Dang it. So that ain't working. Dang it. Folks, I'm having a bit of a down moment. Really feel my energy levels have dropped at the moment. But keep going. Things go a little more slow.
Scheiße, ich hab geintet.
Ja, sehe ich. Zum zweiten Mal, ne?
But we're too late. That would have been a feast. Yeah, mushroom season is on its end. It's a pity. But
verkauf jetzt
yeah,
Träne, um dann die anderes Powerspike zu haben und kauf Träne nachher neu, wenn die mit den Stacks zurückkommen. Big Brain ist es?
Ziemlich Big Brain, ja. Ich bin's ein bisschen leid, dich shielden zu
the
müssen.
shaggy ink cap, only the young ones, without any sign yet of their black ink, can be eaten after cooking them properly. They can be distinguished from common ink caps by their more shaggy appearance, with scales textured caps.
Ich brauche die Träne wieder.
Every day I do my round through the forest, collecting some scarce acorns. Today, my 2 greatest competitors got confronted with me. Yeah, the ones I put in yesterday aren't properly leached yet. I make them finer for today's batch. But it means a lot of extra cutting work again. I think the acorns should have been more finer even. The finest I would be able to get them. I did have the idea to still craft a pestle and a mortar to grind my acorns fine. but you know, it was limited time. The time went so fast, you know.
Irgendwie macht kein Damage, Jonas.
Philipp, kannst du die Dinger nicht zu mir bringen? Meine Güte!
Doch, muss den Doppelbounce so. Ey! Komm, fahr! Schon wieder Warner.
Gerade Mana geben, ne?
Ja, Warner. I need it.
Ow.
Instead of gold leeching the previous batch of acorns for a day longer, I decided to bring them with me to camp and try the warm leeching method again. I got 2 cups on the side of the fire and alternately boiled the acorns in those 2 cups and drained the tannin containing water. With the warm leeching method, after draining the acorns for another round of leeching, you can't directly put the acorns in fresh cold water. Rapid temperature change will bind the tannins and the acorns will never lose their bitterness. So I had to boil the acorns in one of my cups, drain the water, and then put the acorns in another cup with already boiling water in it.
Hopefully it's be ready now.
Yeah, that's today's dinner. Not too shabby, but I hope for some fish. Yeah, folks, I need my head torch to film this properly.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, the fire is too hot, but yeah, it doesn't give enough light. Man, I have been hassling without a head torch in the outdoors overnight. You have to carefully plan your night routine. Having firewood at hand, because if the fire goes out, you can't see nothing. Yeah, I took my head torch out, folks. Otherwise it gets too annoying to film this off. I am enjoying the feast. The crispy ones especially. Very nice. And the mushrooms. Well, they tell you with the honey fungus, you only eat the caps, not the stem. But I tell you in survival, you better eat the stem too. And I don't mind the stem. It's not so chewy.
No!
And then this. I tell you, this is less pleasant. But at least it fills the belly.
Und das hat wieder reingelaufen.
They do eat stinging nettle soup. I guess they take another recipe. I'm not enjoying that, no. Yeah, I'm gonna wish you good night. And also the fire is struggling. I'll fix it. And it starts raining. Dang it. During the night, it was definitely very intensive to keep that fire going. Every 2 hours you have to put stuff on your fire and keep it going, and you've burned through a lot of firewood. You know, I don't really have the option to make a long log fire, which burns very efficient, because I don't really have a cutting tool to cut the right size firewood and stuff.
What?
Oh no!
Is this dry? Okay, let's prep things up for fishing.
No! Hast du nicht so gemein zu mir?
No way, Aue! How did you find me so easily?
Was?
Der hat ja auch gemisst auf dich. Alter, Kog'Maw ist einfach eine Maschine. Brauchst du richtig viel Skill.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Never fear change.
Alter, jo. Maschine.
Geht jetzt so los, Philipp. Und, ne?
Never falter. I have seen two paths.
Da kannst du auch mal einen Auto-Attack machen.
Ich hab EW noch nicht geskillt.
Oh no! Okay, Philipp, da.
Danke. Ich hab Damage maximized. Ich bin reingegangen, damit ich auch noch irgendwo und dann passt es doch nicht. Hä? Oh mein Gott, der Tower ist down gegangen, deswegen hat Aksha die gekillt.
Ich grad sage, wäre ich nicht revived.
Rampage.
Alter, so einen privaten Support. Ja, ist einfach nice. Leck mich am Arsch.
Move it, boy! Move it!
No, ich bin Bosse.
No!
Ist gut, dass der Shen einfach Full Armor gegangen ist. Der Ding ist auch Armor gegangen.
Ein bisschen im Weg stand an der Stelle, muss ich sagen, ne?
An ally has been slain.
Auch schön gespielt.
Shut down.
Du kannst es clearen, bitte. Schneller. Oh
mein Gott, dead.
Ich glaube, ich kann das nicht verhindern an der Stelle.
Ich hab das ja, das ist kein Problem. Mm.
Killing spree.
Oh. No. Oh mein Gott, das Magic Shield, Alter.
So viele Schilde habe ich nicht.
Oh mein Gott, ich miss alles.
Okay, Last Item muss näher sein.
Wir enden einfach, oder?
Ja. Nein, wie kann er? Oh, maybe can do that. Oh, ich hab kein Shield. Ich hab Shield.
Mach mal Revive. Hey, wie gut ich gerade Revive? Ja, das ist doch buggt. Action hat doch gar nicht mehr gekillt.
Gut, da hätte ich Sony also können, ne?
Mhm.
Oh, den Mr. Killer und weg.
My spirit is an unquenchable
An ally has been slain.
Nett. What? Kein Hit. Wir wollen Leandris kaufen.
Your team has destroyed Never Executed. Killing spree. Enemy has been slain.
The answer.
Oh.
Holy moly, macaroni.
Dieser Damage, gell?
Achso.
Was ist das Shield? Ne, 400er Shield.
Genug.
Holy shit, war das ein aggressives Arab. Ja, schön.
Die ins Gesicht, ey.
Die höhere Rang, oder?
Nicht für mich, oder?
Immer schön. Immer an der Stelle, immer schön.
I feel grateful to have experienced living in this forest ecosystem for 6 days.
I love it.
Forests similar to this tiny one here once covered almost the whole of Ireland, but today only about 0.2% native woodland cover remains. The majority of Irish forests are spruce plantations, with short rotation cycles and limited biodiversity. An experience like this makes you realize that these ecosystems are very precious and should be treated with respect. It motivates me to put more of my time and efforts in protecting forests and rewilding. Find more information on our woodland conservation efforts and how you can help in the video description below.
We got rescue coming in.
Are we live?
I think we are.
There he is, in his grotto, man.
The rescue has come in all of a sudden.
What's up, man? There you go, mate.
But how did you come here so quickly?
Sure. I smelled the
But
campfire.
You look fancy, man.
Yeah, man. This guy, first time out.
You look like you proper rescue dude. Doesn't my hair look rough?
Your hair wouldn't be the worst. You're just a bit rough looking overall, man. But it's all...
Am I?
You could say you look like you've been in the bush for nearly a week. Hey, how have you been, man? I like your shelter setup, man.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes you think people want to see big shelters, you know? That's...
I know, sure, but like this is way less effort.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Mm-hmm. I had one the first day, another one, which is by now is flooded.
Oh, no way.
You are in a little bit of a dip. Yeah, it is very windproof here.
And then you have that wall there.
Uh-huh. It's remarkable. Time flies so fast. I want to do so much more things. And crafts and stuff. And the acorn process, man, it was a bit underestimated. And
Hey, I'm gonna have a beer, mate.
maybe I should also open my beer.
You get drunk. No, I was thinking, will I bring you a banana or a beer?
Ooh.
I said, might have to be a beer. Cheers. Nice one, man. I didn't expect this, man. I expected a bit more of an opening with a little, like, build shelter.
It tastes so good.
And what is this, man?
Yeah, these are my oak acorns.
So this is what you've been eating.
It is a long process, so I only got my first batch in on day
Wow.
3.
And before that?
Yeah, I was only fighting the rain and I had no time to eat. I was only fighting the rain and my thirst. Food, fish. And then the fourth day I was really happy. I started to enjoy it. And on yesterday it became very tough again.
Ready to leave?
Uh-huh.
Oh yes, for you, man. This place is dense, man. It's nice. Huh? I came over this. Yeah, I came over this.
Oh, ja, hier heb ik nou wel zin in. En lekker even peddelen.
Wow.
What a valuable experience it was. This was way more than just making a YouTube film. Of course, there were the difficult moments, but overall, I felt I never really suffered. I felt in the moment, connected with nature, doing my routines to live in this forest for 6 days. For just 6 days. I do have to say that I hope to get more done in those 6 days. Some proper crafts, catch a fish, but also the circumstances were pretty difficult. I knew already in advance that the fishing situation was not gonna be very good here in autumn, definitely. You do feel restricted in a way, in the sense that this is a very tiny forest in a very civilized world. In the end, I came home full of new energy and inspiration. Take care about nature.
Oh my god!
Coming up, an all-new bushcraft survival adventure. Julius gets dropped again in this same forest for a 3-day redemption attempt. This time, he better gets a raft going and catch some fish. See you on the next video. And subscribe for the medieval living experience. Continuously staying in the roundhouse for 60 days. Without smartphone, internet or grocery store. And only with historically accurate clothing and gear.
Oh my god im Himmel. What was that?
Impressive, was it?
Der hat sich ja gerade mal alles gebrochen.
Stun.
Rampage. Your turret has been destroyed.
Once you've killed him, bring me back a ghost or two. I'll kill him again.
Oh, das ist dumm.
Oh. Okay, der macht Damage, oder nicht?
Ja.
Alter, wie schlecht.
What? Kein Hit? Ich brauche Crit.
Eight kills.
Give me a target. Freedom is worth dying for.
Da, im Bett. Jesus, das ist schlecht. Keiner getting fucked, hä? King Boots oder was? Ach ja. Ja! 1800 Damage.
Okay. Er one-shottet mich mit einem Spell. Okay. Huntet mich allein.
Hm. Nicht so heißer Scheiß.
Why? Warum darf der mir? Alter.
Mit 1800 Damage, ne?
Ja, so wie nett, aber. Wie Leber hat die denn?
Ja, ich hatte genau 1800.
Ach so.
Du hast mir, glaube ich, 900 gemacht, wie 500 Autotech, nochmal 500 oder so.
Ja, der hat mir nur eine Q gegeben und ich war.
Dead.
Gone. Nee, das Ganze aber. Doch nicht okay.
3, 2, 1. Stress is here. No, 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 no.
This season on Smooth Fix, it's battle time.
And he's running. That's when you know the challenge started.
The moment of truth, guys.
Dylan and me will be put to.
Wem ist denn das eigentlich?
Was?
Ah, Herbert Grönemeyer, ne?
Was denn?
Mensch bleibt Mensch.
Ja.
Justice takes wing.
Oh ja, darauf hab ich.
Shall we play today?
Hm.
Irgendwas, was habe ich gelöscht? Irgendwas Witziges.
Da, Quinn ist lustig.
Den Pimmelmod hier, ne.
Doch, ohne Scheiß. Finde ich echt lustig.
Mili ADC brauche ich jetzt gar nicht.
Ja, if you busted Assassine, ne?
Was für eine Bastard-Assassine.
Jana hat plus 15% oder so hier.
Ja und? Ist doch schwer zu spielen. Ja.
Muss die Spots lernen, gell?
Hat er nicht kaum sehen.
I should have dropped you on the sandbank, man.
Boah, nee.
Ist so ein schönes Team.
Ja, ich wollte. Ding spielen, weißt du.
Tank.
Ja, genau.
Easy Bruiser, oder?
Naja, diese komische Booster-Variante, aber ich glaube, die ist nicht so nice hier.
Ja, was wollte ich bauen?
Ich glaube, ich brauche es trotzdem. Tschüss.
Ich hab den Bug wieder.
Not even this day. A wrong note is just a happy little accident. Welcome to the howling abyss.
Jawohl, direkt am Sterbe!
Wie tanky sind der Ragnar eigentlich?
Oh, fuck. Das ist scheiße. Warum macht der so viel Damage?
Wer?
Der TF?
TF? Der ist halt ein Monster. Ein Monster. Meine Frage ist, warum denkt der Rakan so viel? Das ist meine Frage.
Rakan ein guter Design der Held ist, ne?
Halt echt so.
Meiner. Ja, das ist ja nett, wenn die Sona auf einmal vorflasht und sie one-shottet.
Mhm.
Keiner wisse, dass er
Genau so.
2 HP hatte, ne?
Das sehe ich genauso.
Nimm.
Sicher, du kriegst mehr Mana. Wird eh gleich wieder rein hinten.
Das wäre natürlich dann unschön. Lucian hasst mich jetzt. Ja, das reicht da nicht, Nina. Timo. Ah, ich bin auch nicht, ne?
A surprise encore? If they insist.
Und Philipp.
Eine 1 HP. Was für die Timo-Scheiße.
Oh, was jetzt?
Alter.
Oh, nicht so gut.
What?
Jetzt können wir spielen.
What? What? Alter, okay, das ist ein bisschen arg Overkill, Jungs.
Ratten müssen sterben.
Fuck, ich dachte, ich krieg die 3 an Tower, Alter.
Gebaut. Seems like fun.
Executed. Lost myself for a minute. An ally has been slain. Strings move and people dance in time with the memories. I find inspiration from every smile and every tear.
Best Kill, glaube ich. Alter, der macht halt nichts anderes, ne?
Auch schöner Dutsch.
Challenge Room.
Warum laufe ich ein Ding zurück? Oh, die sind jetzt gestorben.
Ja, ich wollte sterben.
Ich meine nicht raus.
A surprise encore? If they enjoying yourself, but there is a war going on out there. Hear and feel everything.
Voll rein. Sehr gut. Okay. Da bin ich so dran.
Mhm. Ah, ich spiele so schlecht, what the fuck am I doing? Aber warum sind die so tanky, Alter?
Holy shit. come on. Okay. Was für ein Damage!
I have humiliated my own sisters. What do you think I'll do to you? I can see your weakness. Please just...
Okay, Bro.
A surprise encore? If they insist. I find inspiration in every
Oh, komm. Gut zu mir. Need a sugar daddy has disconnected.
Er war nie der Sugar Daddy.
Tuna ist ein weirder Champion. Ich kenn so viel, aber nix so richtig.
Mhm. Irgendwie gerade verpackt, ich bekomme jede Runde irgend so einen Scheiß. Was ist denn das?
So ein Pop-up, so ein Feedback.
Nee, also ich bekomme jede Runde hier Star, Guardian, Report und dann lädt das und jede Runde ist durchs Gleiche.
Nee, also ich hab 2 Orbs gekriegt da davon. In dein Ding gucke.
Ja, ich hatte auf einmal 300 Punkte und davor hatte ich 0.
Ja.
Also. Aber es poppt immer noch auf und ich krieg nichts mehr. Ah doch, warte mal, nevermind. Eternals habe ich 4 Stück gekriegt.
Ja.
Don't forget your...
Okay. Thanks, Howard. Hey, good luck, mate. You too. I see you Sunday, eh? Hey.
Oh, Johannes.
Good luck. I hope you catch all the fish. I will, this time. Take care. Yeah, cheers.
I'm back here, in this beautiful little forest, between river and lake. It's here where I spent my 6-day survival adventure in the autumn, already 1.5 years ago. Last time, we went full survival mode, with only a knife, fishing hooks and paracord.
Soaking. Yeah, the problem is now, guys, if I'm not active, I'll get really cold.
It was a challenging, but very valuable experience.
Love it. I love it.
This time, I've brought some basic camping gear and food to get myself established. But then the goal is to continue on from where I left the last time.
No way, Aue.
And complete the unfinished challenges of my 6-day survival adventure. As a sort of redemption attempt.
Dang it, that ain't working. Who fixed that?
Get that survival raft going and catch fish with the survival hobo reel I made the last time with just a hook and paracord.
This guy.
First, let's get our camp set up and enjoy some bushcraft camping vibe. In the meantime.
Die Leute sind so dumm, Alter. Das ist so einfach nicht mehr lustig.
Ja.
Und irgendeiner versucht, so einen Cop zu überfahren, ne? Und der Cop ist dann ins Haus gerannt, hat die Waffe geholt und kam wieder raus. Und der war draußen, ist er wieder eingestiegen, hat ihn wieder versucht zu überfahren, ne? Kommentare drunter. Warum hat er den nicht einfach erschossen? Ja, warum hat er den nicht einfach erschossen? Ja, weil er weiß es. Deswegen, wer ist ein Schwarzer, der sich erschossen? Im Review steht einfach, er hat ein komplettes Magazin reingeschossen, hat nur nicht getroffen, die Schnapsnase, Alter. Oh.
Ja, Social Commentary ist hart.
Ich frage mich echt, wie er den nicht treffen konnte. Also hands down.
Ja.
Ich frage mich legit, wie er den nicht treffen konnte.
Was? Und vielleicht ist er Fahrer wie so ein Maniac.
Nee, der hat versucht ihn zu überfahren, dann ist der ausgestiegen und der andere ist ins Haus gerannt, der Cop. Hat seine Waffe geholt. Dann ist er rausgegangen, dann stand er da und dann wollte er ihn festnehmen. Dann ist er wieder eingestiegen und direkt, der steht 2 Meter vor ihm, backt off und fährt dann auf ihn zu. Also, da wird wahrscheinlich sogar ich treffen.
Vermutlich, ja. Ich glaube, seine Situation ist halt ultra anstrengend.
Ja, aber eine Point Blank, du stehst 2 Meter vor ihm, klar, da ist ein Glasscheibe dazwischen, aber das juckt so eine Bullet nicht auf 5 Meter.
Nee, nicht deshalb. Die Panik halt einfach, glaube ich.
Ja,
Das weg, was
natürlich,
ich je
aber-
gelernt habe.
Ja, aber dann, weißt du, hier drückt er trotzdem ein Magazin rein.
Ja. Na, also mal.
Ja, was hat er denn in die Luft gehalten und geschossen oder was, das ganze Magazin?
Nein!
Also,
er hat
egal.
sein Bestes getan.
Also, er muss ja nicht mal zielen auf die Distanz. Du hältst ungefähr die Waffe in die Richtung und drückst da einfach durch. Gefühlt. Obwohl es bei Pistols nicht geht, muss er jedes Mal abziehen, aber. Deshalb macht es eigentlich nur noch schlimmer. Der muss ja 12. Ich weiß nicht, wahrscheinlich so schon 8 und 12 Schuss sind da drin, ne?
Sowas in der Größenordnung, ja.
auch so eine ungeschriebene Gefängnisregel, oder? Sobald irgend so ein Kindermisshandler oder so ins Gefängnis kommt, der wird einfach totgeprügelt.
Ja.
Ersten Tag wurden ihm alle Zähne ausgeschlagen und jetzt im Krankenhaus. Aber irgendwie, ich kann irgendwie nicht traurig sein, es tut mir leid, aber. Vor allem, also die Zeitungen sind halt auch richtige Wichser, ne? Die schreiben das in die Überschrift und was machen sie rein? Das Bild von dem Mädchen, was er vergewaltigt hat und das Bild von ihm.
Ja.
Das ist
Genau
halt
das, was er wollte.
Publicity sein Urgroßvater, ey.
Ja. Auf 9 Gags hier, oder was?
Ja. Aber die verlinken zu so einem Artikel, glaube ich. Muss auch so ein Artikel.
Oh. There's a lot of work to do anyways. It's a mess. And ideally, you'd want 4 of those. But I see only 3. This is a bit not gonna save the day, is it? It's me old shelter. It was the first one for the first night. And I did my 6-day survival challenge here. But after that first night, this whole place flooded. So I was lucky to move shelter anyway. And let's have a look now at the other shelter place. There she is. That damn thing's still there. Should really clean that up. It must have been the old fireplace. This was my home for 6 days. Kind of feel a connection with it, you know. You're going through the hardship, surviving here in the rain. It doesn't look like someone had a camp here. We left it all in as it was. Anyway, doesn't look like we're gonna find another jerry can, so we'll be raft with three jerry cans. Das ist einfach mein Humor.
Und jetzt schon dreckig ist.
Nein, ging immer mit ihren Crusade-Shits.
Wie geil bist du hier sympathisantisch mal zu Russland, ne?
Was? Weil die Russen auch mit gesegelt haben, oder was?
Kreuzzug ist das?
Aber die waren immer unsere Freunde im Kreuzzug, gar nicht. Die haben noch mitgekreuzt, glaube ich, ne?
I know what you're thinking. It's not gonna hold me.
Orthodoxe Kirche könnte sein.
I have
Also jetzt nicht dieses ganzen Ort, dieses... Weil die Länder, die jetzt halt sowas wie Polen und so, das war früher, da hattest du auch alles zu denen gehört, oder?
So that won't hold me. But there is a plan.
Hälfte war Preußen, das andere war das dieses... Wie hieß denn früher Russland? Russland... Kreuz... Okay, das hätte ich nicht googeln sollen. 5.3. auf einem Kreuzzug für die russisch-orthodoxe Kirche.
Kreuzzüge haben sie auf jeden Fall gemacht, aber ich dachte eher in die andere. So richtig Osten. Wäre da auch mitgemacht haben bei der.
Ja, was willst du einnehmen? Da war ja nur Wüste damals.
Ja, das hat uns auch nicht aufgehalten.
Naja, aber wir haben ja so, wir wollten ja die Geburtsstätte, ne, die Todesstätte. Todesstätte oder Geburtsstätte? Todesstätte, oder?
Handelsstätte.
Ja, was war Jerusalem? War das die Todesstätte? Der Todesstadt von... Ne, die Geburtsort von Jesus, ne?
Geburtsort.
I didn't plan this, but you need to improvise with what you have.
Rom war
So,
tot.
guess what? I have this here. It's supposed to be a waterproof bag. This better be holding up, folks.
Ich glaube, die haben auch an allen Kreuzzügen mitgemacht, die Russen. Nur nach dem 4. Kreuzzug haben sie sich entschieden, sich an die mongolische Eroberung zu machen.
Wish me luck. Huh. I think I'm gonna need it again.
Ja, wahrscheinlich. Und dann dachte sich so, hey komm, wenn das 4. Mal jetzt auch nicht klappt, dann scheiß drauf, Mongolei. Da wehrt sich Jesus niemand.
Oh man. No, she's not so stable. She is not particularly stable. But we are afloat. Man, I remember it was more easy when we did this as a child.
Ich bin noch nicht ins Bett, oder? Ich bin noch nicht ins Bett, sag ich. Ob du noch nicht ins Bett gehst, frage ich.
Ich weiß es.
Ja, dann noch dir viel Erfolg, ne? Bis morgen. Ich weiß.
Nacht.
User disconnected.